The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Friday, February 28th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up. And when you do, sign up with the promo code TCE SGPN to get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. And we're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Yes, earn up to $750 per month on your sports gambling transactions. Go to edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. And last but not least, we're brought to you by Rhythm, the leader in data-driven picks and props. Rhythm is giving away a $250 future, and they're throwing a March Madness party in Las Vegas. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/party for all the details. And remember, as always, folks, too, let it ride.
What's up, everybody? This is Cameron Krog from Loyola Chicago Ramblers, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride. Shout out to the Broad Stop. Thank you, guys.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks for Friday, February 28th. Are we really on the final day of fucking February right here? YouTube.com/the college experience. Get on over there, hit that like and subscribe button, because I did have yet another winning day. Right now, I'm on a grid. You can't stop this train. You can't stop this train. It's coming. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that's fair. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
He's the kind of guy that would drink a gallon of gasoline so he could piss in your campfire. You could drop this guy off at the Arctic Circle wearing a pair of bikini underwear without his toothbrush, and tomorrow afternoon he's going to show up at your poolside with $1 million smile and a fistful of pesos.
Oh boy, I love the. There was multiple people saying in the YouTube comment section that Dundee guy's working for the books. Sure. DraftKings did sponsor us 2 weeks ago. MyBookie.ag sponsors us now. So in a way, you're not wrong. But if you think that, I mean, in a way, I should take that as a compliment, right? I had one guy that messaged me that he lost $15K on my Maryland pick, and that I'm a terrible piece of shit. Fantastic. Now I'm even happier that they made that 70-foot fucking shot, because $15K, you'll lose a wife over some shit like that. Yeah. I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the Ryan and Rush show, and also check out the college basketball experience pregame show each and every day. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, Ryan McIntyre, aka Moneyline Mac. How are you, man?
Doing good. Yeah, I was in the green too. I don't know what the fuck these people are saying.
I mean, this is the best week of my entire season, I think. I'm more than a week now. I think I'm on a 9-day streak of not losing money. So, boom.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
But that's the best part. That's when you know you're successful. You know, when you're seeing these fucking people coming here talking shit left and right. Because they probably they didn't have enough money to lock up the amount of games we locked up. So they just threw down one, even though we give out our best plays. The fucking idiot the other day is like, you were pretty confident on LaSalle. I was like, well, I didn't give it out as the best play at the end, but I mean, yeah, we were confident and we lost. Show me who gambles perfect. I know Vegas Dave will say it, but trust me, He's still. I watched that. I was on a flight and I had the fucking. I got to give him credit because somehow they covered him on the flight. You know what I mean? Like on the screen in front of me, I'm like, I can't believe they're showing this guy. He's got his house, Cabo San Lucas. But what's great is they show this clip of this when Tom Brady was on the Patriots. He was taking on Phillip Rivers and the Chargers in the playoffs. And they go to him and he's like, well, you know, the Chargers are the play here. I know everyone's on the Patriots, right? Chargers are the play. And I know this because they experienced quarterback against quarterback gives Brady problems. Phillip Rivers, how'd that work out for you, Phil?
Didn't the Patriots win by like 40?
Yeah, it was so great because I was part of the documentary and they kind of like brushed over that and I'm like, wait a second, I know that game.
Hilarious.
Buddy, how you doing though, man? How's the world?
I'm good, man. Good night in hoops. We tried Hawaii again, and of course they sent us out with the loser. But yeah, good day for the most part. I mean, it was definitely a mid-major day. The only high major game was that fucking crazy Michigan team that has a horseshoe up their ass. That's got to be the luckiest team in college basketball so far this year. Fucking beat it.
Beanick told me that this is the record, the Big Ten record for most wins by 1 to 4 points. Ever.
Yeah, they're not that good.
Yeah.
They just keep winning these close ass games.
I mean, Rutgers did kind of collapse some, but like we'll get to that. Yeah. Out the gate, and we have a guest coming on later on to talk some Northeast basketball tomorrow. Out the gate, I picked Samford correctly, didn't bet it. Samford 95, VMI 83. Your thoughts?
Good win for Samford. Glad I didn't bet VMI. I would have. Although, wait. Samford did cover. It was 9.5. So, yeah. Samford going to be, I think, the 3 seed in the SoCon headed into March.
Then we should probably talk a little bit about this. I watched this whole game. Bryant and UMass Lowell. Lowell hits what I thought was the game winner. I thought this was the game winner. Maybe 3.5 seconds, 4 seconds left. Did you catch this?
Oh yeah. Rig job. That is some fucking bullshit on that.
Oh my gosh. So essentially Bryant has to go full court with 3.5 seconds. And what happens? A foul is called.
No contact.
That locked up Bryant as the 1 seed. Unfucking believable. I didn't bet this game, but as a college basketball fan, your heart aches for Lowell. That could have been, and one of the storylines for tonight is some of these places were lit. Lowell was lit tonight.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, I had Lowell. I mean, I won the bet. I mean, they were getting 3.5, but they should have won the fucking game outright. They were the better team. They led for a majority of the game, and I feel for Vermont. I mean, Vermont's now all they can do, I think, is share the regular season title. They got robbed right here, man. That was fucking bad. It wasn't even close to a foul.
It was a really bad call, man.
Yeah.
Earl Timberlake had a big game for the Bulldogs.
How do you call that?
Yeah, I mean, when will these? You gotta have repercussions for that. You gotta have repercussions for a call that bad.
That was terrible. Terrible.
We were all over this one. Albany laying 2.5 against UMBC. This was a great game, dude.
Yeah,
this was a great game. Albany wins by 4. I didn't bet that. Did you?
No, I did not bet it. It's a fun game though. To your point.
Yeah. Glad I stayed off this because IUPUI just got drilled. Robert Morris is the best fucking story in college basketball. I don't know how they did it. Cam Woods. What's that?
They won outright because of fucking Cleveland State lost. They won the regular season.
We got to talk a long time about that game, by the way. Yeah, shout out to Bob Morris. The 1 seed in the Horizon League. No way they would. Unfortunately, you win a trip to the NIT because the 1 seed never hits. Shout out to the Juice. Says rest in peace to Gene Hackman. Amen. Amen. Yeah. I love Gene Hackman. 95 years of life well lived. And I'm sorry to hear about his wife and his dog, because that seems a little sketchy or weird. But Gene Hackman, great actor, and I'm kind of familiar with a little bit of his story because he was at the Pasadena Playhouse, and that's how he got his break. Well, actually, he got shit on there. If memory serves me correct, they ranked him like the shittiest member there. So then he got super pissed off at his competitor streak. Former Marine, by the way. People don't know that, right? He got pissed off after he had done that, and then he went and studied acting in New York City, and then took over the fucking world. Right? It was like one of the best actors. I know Denzel has said some really nice things about him, but man, I miss actors like that. To me, I say this all the time to my wife. My wife's an actress, and I say all the time, like, you know, what happened to like the normal dude that was just a badass actor? You know what I mean? Now it's like every dude's got to look like it's so over the top.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Gene Hackman was like that normal dude, and there's a lack of that today in Hollywood. It's not believable. When you watch a movie, you're like, gosh, this dude looks like goddamn, you know, or this girl looks like they can't just cast a normal fucking dude. You know what I mean? Like, and Gene Hackman was a hell of an actor, but he was also like, what was great about him is he could play that. You could believe every role he played pretty much. Hoosiers is a fucking classic. I mean, I grew up on that movie. Picket Fence. Dennis Hopper's one of the greatest too. So rest in peace. I know he's got kids and stuff, so love and condolences. But yeah. Just the man, Eric C. I know Hollywood. Don't forget. Sure. I've gotten drunk at many Hollywood parties. No one ever booked me for shit though. Your thoughts? You a Gene Hackman guy, Mac?
I like Eugene Hackman, but I'm not a big Hollywood guy. So yeah. I mean, I agree. I'll co-sign everything you said about the current Hollywood. Yeah. Hollywood fucking blows. All that fucking bullshit that they got going on now. So
he
was throwback.
No, that's what any dude that was like, there was a Marine. I mean, that when's the last time that happened? When's the last time that fucking happened? There's probably one.
It's an interesting combo. They usually don't go together.
Back in the day was different though, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you'd have guys that would go that fought in like fucking wars. Back in the day, you'd have some dudes that come back from war and like, I'm gonna go give this acting thing a try. Oh, you become the star of a fucking movie. And guess what? Yeah.
Ronald Reagan's hand. I just searched and how he died and all that, and a picture with Ronald Reagan. Speaking of actors, I mean, you could be the president too.
That's what I'm saying. There's no out of bounds, man.
Back then, it was different back then.
And a conservative. What the fuck? A conservative?
Hilarious. What a time to be alive.
Actually, it does still happen, but nowadays you just don't get booked on shit anymore if you're conservative. I've listened. Yeah. I've heard James Woods talk about it, and a few others. But yeah, it's bully culture, man. But Gene Hackman was the fucking man, and I wish there was more actors like him. May he rest easy. We got to talk about this game a lot. I mean, I had a winning night. I shouldn't be bitching, but I need to bitch at this fucking game. What the fuck was this? So I've watched Winthrop a lot this year, right?
Oh my God.
I've watched them a lot. And Cody Frazier, yes, I've been to where they shot the movie Hoosiers. It's Ray Finkel Fieldhouse. Yeah, it's great. I recommend it. I just think this is rigged. Mark this one. All right, Winthrop's a good basketball team. I like Winthrop. They have no athletes.
They fucking killed them.
It does not make any sense, dude. I really believe you could play this game 100 times. If you put $1,000 on the line for each player. I don't believe there's an outcome where Winthrop wins this game at Longwood. At Longwood, if it's at Winthrop, I just don't. I don't. This was shocking to me. How does this happen? I just don't buy in. Your thoughts?
They beat him by 20 the first time.
In Rock Hill, I get it because that momentum. But here,
I mean,
I don't.
I would have believed if you told me that they won at Longwood, but it would have been what, a 3 or 4 point game, not fucking 30. What the?
It was 40 at one point. I was watching this being like rigged.
Talk about a bad national TV game. I mean, ESPN's got to be like, no more Big South.
Where's Ike in the chat? Ike's a diehard Longwood fan. I'm guessing, and I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just guessing. Ike says, "Yeah, let me not tune into the college experience tonight."
That shit was fucking awful, man. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I can't believe I bet on fucking Longwood.
Same. Oh man.
Rigged. Because why was the line so short? Rigged. I want this one investigated. We did double lock the Monmouth Hawks.
They got it done again.
Oh, King Rice. Let's go. Your thoughts?
Monmouth's a team. Good luck if you draw them in the CAA tourney. They're dangerous, man.
They have multiple guys that can get it done. Cornelius Robinson was the guy tonight that really looked good.
Shear had 29.
Dude, they got multiple guys. They have that's a good. I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to those odds dropping.
Yeah.
Next up, we ate shit, dude. I'm so done of you guys sprinkling this bullshit on me. I'm so done. I'm so done with FAU, dude. I knew this team sucks. I said it on last night's show. I said it the time before, and yet I fell for the fucking bait. North Texas 71, Florida Atlantic 61. Bum ass program.
Fake sharp game. Game flipped their 0 to our side, and they got fucking just drilled. I was like, this fucking game sucks. Yeah, man. These national TV games early were snoozers.
They put the wrong games on, man. There were some fire games.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kelly. No, McCold is gone. I'm feeling great about life. Sport feeds my health. Like once you get around this time of the season and every game's vital and you just want to watch every fucking game. Not that we don't want to watch every game in November, but it's just the fuel is not as involved as like right now. You're just adrenaline. Next up we have Charleston. I'm glad I picked Charleston correctly. Didn't bet this. We get this Delaware bullshit out of here. Charleston covers the number. Your thoughts?
Yeah, they kind of fucked them up. Delaware's been a disappointment this year. I'm glad I didn't bet Delaware.
Yeah. Towson put it on Bill and Mary. Glad I stayed away from this. Did you bet this?
I bet it, and Bill and Mary was up 13 at half and then lost by like 25. Like it was what? How much were they up at halftime? They were drilling Towson. They were 44 to 32 at halftime, and then they got absolutely housed in the second half. 56-29.
Yeah. I mean,
good Lord.
I don't know.
Dude, that place was lit, by the way, tonight.
Yeah, dude, tonight actually delivered on these mid-major games. With the fucking 8 TVs, I'm sitting here just like, there were some great atmospheres. I went in on Lemoyne, catching a gigantic number, and they only lost by 9.
They were winning at half.
Yeah. And a good day to you. Stony Brook 59, Hofstra 56. Picked this correctly, just didn't bet this. Your thoughts?
Should have bet fucking Stony Brook. You talked me off it.
Then you win a lock battle as Northeastern. It's fucking rigged 4-point game at the half. Get the fuck out of here. Mac wins a lock battle with Northeastern against A&T 69-55.
Northeastern.
Investigate.
About time North Carolina A&T didn't cover a game. They've covered like every game.
Fucking 2-point game at halftime. It was like what 6 at the fucking 10-minute mark. Horseshit.
Billy Cohen.
Horseshit right here.
Billy Cohen, baby.
Oh, I got one.
Every game.
I got one that I'm gonna give you a fucking really hard time with. Oh man, one of these ones. Next up we have the system. Vermont NJIT 61. We cashed on this, but FBI, if you call 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE, I might tell you to investigate. Did you see the end of this game?
I'm trying to remember. They elected not to call foul the referee, right?
No, they called a foul. 0.5 seconds left.
Hilarious.
And we got free throws, and that's why we won.
I didn't see the end. I was watching the end of Jack State and then Chattanooga. So I'm just distracted.
I'm just saying, if you're furious, I get it. Yeah. I get it. If you're furious, I absolutely get it. Because you see so many games where they foul with like 1 second left, and the refs are like, end the fucking game. Yeah. Eric C seems a bit. Jeff Sharp seems a bit. It was.
This is a rig job.
Dude, this is happening more this year. I know we do this every night, but I'm saying, like, I really believe when you watch that, you're like, how did they deem this after we've seen players getting mugged with 7 seconds left? Right. And they're just like, nah. And then you got some shit like tonight. You're like, what?
Dude,
all right.
Happened in UMKC too.
Oh, we're going to get to that. Yeah. I mean, we got fortunate tonight in many ways, but I do want to file a complaint. I want to file a big fucking complaint. You know how we make fun of for what they did? Right? You know how San Francisco is playing Gonzaga on Saturday.
Yeah.
I must apologize to my clientele. So North Carolina Greensboro is taking on Chattanooga. When I went and I opened up the season. I went to a Greensboro game against Florida Gulf Coast.
It was in the big arena tonight.
6 people were at that fucking game, dude.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Okay, I watched them a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Each week, kind of like their program. Watch them a little more than most teams. Your home stadium on campus is lit by you playing this fucking game at that bullshit. You lost this game tonight. I'm not trying to take away from Chattanooga, but you go from on campus being packed to a game with 15 people there. I don't understand what these fucking people are doing. And you know what? What's crazy? These athletic directors don't even have in San Francisco and at Greensboro. You don't even have a football program to even like be like, we're focused on football. Like basketball is your cash cow. Make it make sense, Mac. You want to lock battle again here, but boy, I would have never bet that game with that fucking crowd.
Yeah,
I did.
There was more Chattanooga fans there.
There was fucking no one there. I couldn't believe it. I go, what are we doing? It was like Furman. That's been the hardest part about this year in the SoCon to me is there's been like 3 or 4 dud. Normally you get like a lit environment in almost every venue. Maybe not like the bottom of the.
Yeah.
And I know they've been playing at this for years, but I always felt like for pivotal games, it was always on campus. But man, you can't do this. Someone should be fired for this. So you final game of the year, in the coming, Greensboro is a good program, like San Francisco. They've been good for like fucking 20 years. the final game of the season could really impact your fucking seeding in a conference championship. And to do that at this bullshit stadium further down, it's very bad management of your program. Your thoughts?
Well, I mean, they played the High Point game at the other gym, the little gym,
and which was awesome,
fucking rocking, and they beat High Point. Why did they? Yeah,
dude, it wasn't only that. They've played a few of these, man.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't play more there.
The ETSU game, ETSU, they fucking got ETSU there.
Yep, I'm trying to see who else they got there. Did they get Furman?
What are they doing though? What are they doing? They're killing their chances of being good.
Yeah, that was a shitty environment. Shout out to Chattanooga, man. 10 straight fucking
I don't want to take anything away from Chattanooga. Chattanooga looked great tonight. But I part of my handicap, and I guess I got to be more aware of this, is I'm counting on that environment on campus.
Yeah, there was nobody there.
Yeah. It's my bad. It's like I know that I shouldn't bitch because that information was probably out there. But when you have 360 teams you're covering, you forget about which fucking games are at this bullshit fucking stadium and which are not. And that's on me. But God, I just think like if you put me in charge of their athletic department, I would say we have a great basketball program. We've been to the tournament, so many teams. They've had winning records. A lot of like I would be willing to say off the top of my head, I would say if you looked at since 1995, I'd be willing to say in that 30-year stretch, they've probably had 24 winning seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that information, wouldn't you say, hey, the final couple games of the regular season might be super fucking important for us? Yeah. Let's play on campus.
Yeah, I don't know why they play in that big arena. And like I said, there may have been more Chattanooga fans there tonight. Like Chattanooga,
I had that on the main. Yeah. Had that on the main, and I was like, "What is?" It's horrible. Look like one of my comedy shows. Folks,
Hawks won the regular season outright, and they won 10. They've won 10 in a row.
Yeah, shout out to Dan Earl. He's a fucking great coach, man.
Yeah,
they were prepared tonight, man.
He might get a promotion here.
If I'm Virginia Tech, maybe I don't know. They went down that SoCon route before, though. I don't know. Yeah. Folks, want to tell you that the college basketball experience, part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, gear up for March Madness with Merch Madness, promo code Madness for 20% off everything in the SGPN store. Get yourself a college basketball experience sweatshirt, hoodie, hat, t-shirt, Pick Dundee t-shirts, ECU, we believe. We even got Eat Shit Pit t-shirts in there. Get on over there. Check it out. I wagered today t-shirts, promo code Madness, and let it ride. We're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Yes, SGPN has partnered up with Edge Boost, the premier Visa debit card for bettors. An Edge Boost card allows you to avoid the hassle of having your card denied at the sportsbook, DFS site, sweepstakes site, racetrack, or casino. Plus, you can earn up to $750 per month in cashback rewards for using your Edge Boost card. And you know your money is safe as the card is FDIC insured. And the best part is no credit checks. They're not going to know about that X. You're still paying off the fucking goddamn fucking whatever. You destroy your credit. Don't worry about it. They're not going to know about it. It's completely free also. All right. Sign up today. Use that promo code SGPN so you get better cashback rewards and instant tier 2 status. That's edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. Once again, that's edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet every single sport, plus props for every game, and a lot near the casino is a bundle of fun. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations. You can easily deposit and get lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head over to mybookie.ag. Use our promo code TCESGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Plus, they're going to give you a little $10 casino chip. That's mybookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back. I just want to. I know I'm sounding like I'm bitching left and right here. But I have okay. Chattanooga was better than Greensboro. Chattanooga's better than Greensboro. But this bullshit right here. Third lock paddle win for you.
Who is this one?
Me and Beanick were doing the college baseball experience. And we're in the middle of that show. And I'm like, Liberty is fucking up Jacksonville State. I can't believe Mac took Jacksonville State.
Liberty got fucking lucky at the end. They almost lost that game.
They had a fucking 19-point lead in this game. 19 fucking point lead.
There's a little few jump shots were falling early, then they stopped.
21-point lead. Their biggest lead was 21. Oh my God.
They're lucky that the game wasn't 2 more minutes. Jack State was going to beat their ass outright.
I'm laying 6.5 up 21. And this pile of shit covers. Unbelievable. The floor is yours.
It was lit. I am so bitter that I couldn't make that game. Like I had that one circled and I had it as an 8:00 game for weeks and weeks. And then I'm pissed I didn't go to that game. It was lit, and Liberty came out and made fucking shot after shot after shot to start the game. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna fucking run them out. And then Ray Harper made some adjustments. They ran him off 3-point line, made some stops, and Pierre finally got going. And goddamn, they almost fucking came all the way back and won it. They got down to 3 at one point. Good win, Liberty, man. They're in first.
Fixed.
I don't think that one was fixed. Those 2 teams are actually good. These other teams might be fixed because they suck.
You have a 21-point lead at home in a ruckus crowd. In a ruckus fucking crowd.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. They stopped making them.
Shout out to Raul in the chat. Finally catching a live show. Appreciate you, man. I can't believe I lost that fucking game. Get the fuck out of here. It's only good that I was saved by the fucking Long Island Sharks. Get this Wagner bullshit out of here. We had Spike Lee in the fucking house. He got game. We got game. Shout out to Public Enemy. The Sharks and Rod Strickland. We didn't even need the game. We had already locked up the 2 seed. We didn't need this bullshit. But we're sick of this fucking Seahawk bullshit. People talking about around town. Wagner, Staten Island bullshit. You come into the Steinberg Wellness Center, whether the game matters or not, we're going to beat your fucking ass because the screws are loose. The vending machine's a little out of order, right? But it's cash only. 29 of those motherfuckers. Watch out, the Cheez-Its are a fucking few years old. All right, but let me tell you something. The Sharks are fucking kicking ass, and I can't believe the chat had the fucking courage to hop in here yesterday and say, Colby picked Dundee, must be losing his ass on the fucking Sharks. Turns out they're a goddamn cash cow. Lugas is rocking. We're fucking feeding their goddamn ecosystem. They're going to be sending me a goddamn cream corn Christmas card. You ever got a fucking cream corn Christmas card? I'm going to be getting those. But let me tell you.
All I know is we're hard-working, tax-paying people like you, and we don't take shit from nobody. You got that, asshole? Ask me. The fucking union, it works for you.
You're goddamn right. I can't. I couldn't. I laughed at the thought of this bullshit. Watch this whole game. This bullshit. We held you to 47 points in your own goddamn city, right? Your own city, in different boroughs. But you come there. Terrell Strickland's back. He's healthy. They're doing this. And I got news for you, real Blue Devils. Watch out, because we got everyone fucking healthy, and we are coming for you piles of shit. And I don't give a shit where the tournament's at. All right, because we got people everywhere, and we're fucking coming for you. Mac, your thoughts?
I wish I had known Spike Lee was going to be there. I would have taken Long Island. You know they're not going to let Long Island lose if fucking Spike Lee's there. I did not have that on my bingo card. I opened up Twitter and I go, Spike Lee's at the LIU. He's at the Steinberg Wellness Center at the vending machine.
Yeah, goddamn right. All it took. Look, there's a buzz around the fucking city. All right. There's a buzz. This is like, it's like when Run DMC started doing this shit. There's a buzz around the fucking city. Spike knows Strick for years, but Strick, let me tell you, he didn't call him up and say, come to the fucking game. There's too much self-pride. Spike Lee wanted to know about, hey, he's a basketball guy. He said, hey, this fucking Sharks are for real, and this Wagner bullshit is going on. I want to see Strick fuck them up. And guess what? Spike came to Luger's with us. He tried to fucking cream corn. He would not want people to know it. He tried to fucking cream corn. Oh, my God. I love this fucking Shark team. And I got news for you, buddy. Yeah, you make fun of Strick all you what. They got one game left against Fair Dick. If they do that, they're 15-15 heading into the goddamn NEC tournament, whatever the fuck it's called. And we are doing things. We're coming for you.
This team Easy is bipolar. Cash. This team is bipolar. Win 6, lose 4. Win 6. Before that, they had lost 4 in a row. This is the weirdest fucking team ever, just like from a streaky standpoint. So, hey, shout out to Spike Lee, though. He went to the Johnny's game on Sunday, then he was at the LIU game tonight. So, shout out to him for catching some fucking college hoops games in the city.
No, you know he's the junkie, man. That's why,
he does love hoops. I respect that about him.
I love that about him, man. He's a good director.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good director. But shout out to like the level of greatness you have to be to show up to the fucking Sharks game as a fucking celeb.
I know. You think people at the door were like, is that Spike Lee?
You just let him in free, right? I guarantee you this. I called Tony, said, hey, don't worry about the booze. He can bring in whatever. He can bring in whatever. I don't give a shit if he's doing a rail at center court at halftime. Let him do it. Let him do it. Keep Spike happy. Oh, man.
Came for senior night.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right. All right. Man, I needed that lock battle bad. And by the way, am I an NEC specialist? Because I hit on Lemoyne, I hit on Long Island, and then we double locked the Hospital Mercyhurst as they drilled. I watched this game, dude. Oh my God. Dude, tell me you watched this game.
That is bad.
What did they shoot from 3? Hold on. Early on, I tuned out a little bit late. They were 15 of 25 from 3.
Yeah, that's going to win some basketball.
I feel like early on they were like 11 of 13. And I was like, oh my God, they're going to win by 100. Mercyhurst, 3 NEC plays, 3-0. There we go. You locked up the airport, right? Or no?
No, I didn't. I shouldn't.
Okay.
I said, I'm like, this line fucking stinks. This line fucking stinks. This line fucking stinks. And they fucked Kennesaw State up. This is a hilarious rig game.
This line told us from the start. And I didn't watch this one. I didn't have any money on it. I had these NEC games on. FIU, I think, is one of the teams involved with this, by the way.
Yeah.
I really do. I really do. Because when I watch them sometimes, I'm like, they're pretty good. What game was it a few weeks back where I watched them? We took them. Was it Jack State? It was Jack State, I think. They covered at Jack State, only lost by 4.
Yeah, they were winning the whole game.
Yeah, and we covered that game, though, I think. I think we covered that. I'm not 100%. But I remember watching that game, and I'm like, how the fuck are they in dead last? They got some guys. Do
you remember that standalone game, like, in late December against Dixie State when they went up like 30 at the half? I was like, this team's fucking good. And then
that's what I'm saying.
Kentucky to start, and then lost to middle like the buzzer. Then they lost like 8 in a row, 12 out of 13.
And that's why I think they're going to be one of the teams. I'm being funny, but I'm not really. I actually think Pat Forty's article said there's like not just a couple. I think there's a bunch more teams involved with this. I think if I had to place a wager, we mentioned Fullerton as one. We mentioned Richmond as one. Richmond would be a little surprising because it's a private school, but not with the way the games have gone down.
Yeah.
FIU is one that I think they're more talented than their record. And it doesn't make sense to me how they beat some good teams and then just be awful some nights. Like they're just not a bad roster. When I watch them play, I go, this team should not be 8-20 or whatever they are. Right.
Yeah. That job's open. Like Ballard's going to get let go. He's been there like 6-7 years.
Well, and Pitbull just threw in some money too. So yeah.
That FIU could turn into a player here.
They really could
in the Conference USA.
They really could. And I bartended on Pitbull once, and I'll tell you this: Pitbull's the nicest fucking guy. I was a guy like if you had asked me like 10 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, I don't really like his music. One of the nicest fucking human. Like as far as like celebrities I've ever bartended on, Pitbull is like one of the nicest that I've ever met. It makes you root for him. Like when he buys into football and basketball at FIU, I'm like, dude, I hope they win the fucking national championship.
I'd love to see FIU relevant.
Yeah.
Because I mean that little arena, that thing could get lit down there and obviously football. Who they hired in football again?
Willie Simmons, who was Duke's running backs coach last year, but the years prior, he was at Florida A&M, won the fucking Celebration Bowl.
Yep.
He's a good coach. Played quarterback at Clemson back in the 90s. Was nasty. We ate shit on IPFW.
They sucked.
As Northern, dude, the Horizon was hilarious tonight. By the way,
everything was ass backwards. Robert Morris. By the way, Robert Morris. I look back. They started league play 2-4, and they finished 15-5. What the fuck was this Horizon League this year?
All I know is like I just watched this game, and NKU was the better team. It wasn't. This was no bullshit. I watched this whole game. NKU was the better team tonight. Bad pick by us, but we made up for it with Gottlieb. Dude, Detroit hit a 3 to cut this to 1 or 2 with what? 20 seconds left? 15 seconds left? This one might need to be investigated, but I guess with Gottlieb, it's too big of a bullseye. How the fuck did we cover this? I honestly missed the past. When Detroit hit that 3, I thought we were cooked.
They made free throws, but then Gottlieb, they took fouling up 3 to a whole nother level. They were up 4 with 8 seconds, and he fouled intentionally. I go, why are you fouling, you idiot? That's the only way you can fucking lose.
Well, I watched that Larry Johnson Pacer play. All right, John Bagley and fucking with the Celtics way back in the day. You can do a 4-point play.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, why are you playing defense? Like,
yeah, dog. You can do a 4-point play, but normally the ingredient in that 4-point play is you have to foul.
Yeah, he fouled on purpose in the backcourt, and I'm like, what are you doing? Now it's a 4-point game to get 2 free throws, and the Detroit guy missed the free throw. That's how we covered. But if he had made the free throw, then the guy could have missed it on purpose. They could have tapped it out and made a crazy 3 overtime. I'm like, Gottlieb, how fucking stupid are you? Why are you fouling up 4?
I can't believe we hit this. I'll be honest. I was refreshing my page, and I'm like, I have more money than I thought. Why? And I was like, oh, because dude, Detroit made a 3. Can someone pull up the game script? Well, what? There was like 10 seconds left in that, right? 15, 20? I don't remember. Like,
they turned it over. They fouled, then they turned it over, and then they fouled again, and then Gottlieb fouled. Gottlieb is like an idiot. He is such a fucking idiot. You see what he was wearing tonight? He looked like he's ready for a jog.
I did see what he was wearing. Yeah,
that was great.
We should have. What's up?
He walked around the courtside after they won. He was like high-fiving babies, like kissing them. I'm like, bro, you're
did he light the sage again? Did he light the sage?
No, I didn't see that. But he was like giving like a kid a high five, and he's like playing peekaboo with them. I'm like, bro, you're 4-26. Act like you've won a fucking game before.
Hold on. He really lit sage and went around the facility. I swear to God, there's a video out there. Not during the game, but I'm saying like, there's a video out there. Search this. It was glorious, but
dumb fuck. Good win though. His team's actually playing all right though.
They are playing better.
Yeah,
they are playing better.
Hey, did you see the article that came out
on Gottlieb? No.
Yeah, a CBS reporter fucking went and spent a day with him, probably throwing him a bone to try and like change the narrative. And he spent Valentine's Day with them when they played NKU. NKU's bus backs out of like the spot, and Gottlieb's car is in his like coaching spot. They just fucking whack his car. It's on video, and they don't even leave a note. They just they hit Gottlieb's car.
That's a rental though. He lives in Newport Beach.
I know that, but like,
okay,
they just smacked the shit out of his car after they just beat him by 15 and then drove back to Cincinnati.
Perfect.
I'm like, God damn, show him a little bit of respect and at least say, hey, sorry, this was the bus driver. Send NKU the bill. They just hit and run Gottlieb's car and fucking went back to NKU.
That's great. But
hilarious.
But hopefully he's probably happy they got it on cameras. They got that on camera, right? I'm gonna send that to my insurance.
I was like, damn, he didn't even try and miss his car. It almost like it was on purpose. Fucking whacked it. That's back.
We're a couple of fucking geniuses. I didn't bet this. You may have, but we were all over the New Hampshire Maine game. New Hampshire covers with ease. Maine wins by 7. Double lock. Your thoughts?
New Hampshire's a team in the tournament, man, that like if they're like the 6th seed and you're sleepwalking in the first round, they can pick you off. They're playing hard. That guy does a good job there.
Yeah. Drexel only beat Hampton by 1, so Hampton actually covered that. Did you bet that?
I stayed away.
Wilmington destroyed Campbell. We should have bet that, but the line was kind of stinky.
Yeah, it was stinky as hell.
Fairleigh Dickinson, we both picked this correct against Stonehill. So I did go 4-0 in my NEC plays. I just didn't bet this one. Oh man. What number did you get the Milwaukee Oakland game at?
5.5. I lost.
Me too. I know that some people got a flat 5. That's why I asked. And I thought, but dude, this was brutal because Milwaukee was up by like, what was their biggest lead?
13 or something.
Yeah. This was a tough one. We were on the right side, but Oakland covers by the hook. Your thought on Bart Lundy and the Panthers?
I think they're going to win the tournament. That's my sneak peek. That's probably going to be my pick. I just like the way that team looks the part. Lundy, he's a good coach. They've had some heartbreak in that tournament the last couple of years, and they're flying under the radar because Robert Morris has all the attention now.
Yeah. We did double lock Wait, did you come with me on this? I think you came with me on this. St. Thomas minus the points against North Dakota. Smashed. There we go. And also, I believe I didn't bet this next game, but oh man, I want to say South Dakota State covered by 0.5 point against Oral Roberts, so I would have picked it incorrectly.
They covered the closing line. It was in between. Depends on what number you got.
Yeah. But we locked up the great UMKC minus 7.5. We benefited from this rigging. I didn't watch this game. You have to explain this to me.
They inbounded the ball with like a second left. Hardly any contact. 6-point game. Foul. Hey, foul. Go shoot 2 free throws. Make them. I go, oh, yeah, we were on the right side of the rig here. I don't even know why they fouled. There was like 1.1 seconds, and they were down 6, and they fouled. I was like, what? And then the referee was quick to call the foul, too.
Yeah.
You know, that was one. And remember, we kept saying, why is that number not moving off 7.5. Why is that number 7.5 to start with? That was an interesting finish.
Yeah, Perk Herbstreet's right. We were on the right side of 2 rigging. I mean, I like to claim a couple other riggings that I was on the wrong side of, but Vermont and UMKC, that's the best part about all this is even if it is rigged, well, there's a right side to the rigging and there's a wrong side of the rigging.
Yeah.
So, there's still an angle here. If you think the game's rigged ahead of time, I feel like a lot of times we do. Yeah, fortunate there. Tarleton State, you locked this up, and I'm gonna be honest. I jumped on this shit. I didn't do it on the show. I jumped on this shit though. Just going through the wagers today, and I was like, Tarleton and Gillespie been fired towards the end of the season. What am I doing? Let me jump in. And they won by, I don't know, 10, 15. Let's go. Your thoughts?
Oh, dude, this was a good game. Did you watch any of this?
I did. Yeah.
I mean, there was a dust up early.
I didn't catch it early. I cut in the middle. Yeah.
I mean, it was chippy because those two schools don't like each other, and they get a good crowd there at Tarleton. I think they can become something at the Division I level, and Gillespie's got them going in the right direction. So, they're gonna be a hard out in the tournament too. Gillespie's a good coach. He's been there.
They're young, but they're looking good, man.
Yeah.
We ate a bundle of shit on this game, and it was lit. We gotta have a conversation about SEMO right now. SEMO,
dude, it was lit in there, and they fucking went in and took care of business.
SEMO's won 10 straight, man. Teddy Washington was balling. Dude, I watched this whole game. Not for 1 minute of play was SIU better than
that's one of the night.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
SEMO's won 10 fucking straight. Where did this come from? You can't win 10 straight in the Ohio Valley. The fuck out of here.
Them and Bob Morris came out of fucking nowhere. And I mean, SEMO was 500 to your point. What were they? Midway through.
I was fading them.
They were 5-4 and they had lost to fucking Lindenwood.
Unbelievable. Lindenwood though, they're improved. Yeah, we ate shit there. I think you ate shit here. I'm not sure if you bet this or not, but I took Western Illinois. Did you and Beanick both lock up Tennessee Tech?
This was the worst play of the night. They completely no-showed. The team that had nothing to play for just went in there and whacked them. I was like, what the fuck is Tennessee Tech had been a darling of mine in Cookeville, and they never showed up.
Unbelievable. Western Illinois.
When they came in with that napkin number, I was like, oh, fuck.
I didn't watch a second of this because this game bored the fuck out of me, but I took Western Illinois because I thought, I was like, this line's ridiculous. For the OVC, it's a ridiculous number. Then you had Tennessee State tackle Morehead State. You were foolish to lock up Morehead State. They're fucking terrible.
Morehead led for 35 minutes. They led the game for 35 minutes and then collapsed. This is a rig.
Tennessee State's a good team, dude. Tennessee State's a good team.
Yeah, but if I'm getting 7.5 and I lead for 37,
no, I got it. Hey, well, really, I had fucking Liberty up fucking 21 points. Fuck off. You know what I mean?
Morehead 9-point lead with 9 minutes left, and they don't cover 7.5. You fucking suck, Morehead. Good God.
Now, this next game is typical OVC. Eastern Illinois beats Little Rock by double digits. What?
Swept them. Remember, they beat them at Lindenwood earlier in the year, too.
Dude, Little Rock was the 1 seed like 2 weeks ago. I actually, for like a month, Little Rock was the 1 seed. Unbelievable.
Little Rock will probably win the tournament because they don't have to play EIU again. EIU fucks them up every time they play. No, a timeout. Wait, EIU might get in. EIO, it might be playing for a spot here on Saturday. No, I think they're out. They're lucky.
That could be a dangerous draw. Yeah.
Yeah, they're 7-12, and they were like 1-10 to start.
You locked up Martin. You tried to bring me with you. I didn't go. I should have. They won by 16 against Southern Indiana.
I feel like Martin could win. I feel like Martin could win the tournament. I feel like all these teams could win the tournament.
I don't know about Martin consistently.
Good jukes. I gotta like that team.
We also ate shit with Wichita State. Man, shout out to UAB. Very impressive. Very impressive. Then we can get to this, which I think didn't you and Beanick battle here? I think I stayed. I stayed. I know I stayed away, but I think you guys battled. Cleveland State, Wright State.
Yeah, yeah. He took Cleveland State. I took Wright State. What a comeback!
Oh my god, man, dude. So, in a way, I think I was the kiss of death. We're doing the college baseball thing. Check out the college baseball experience. We got picks for this weekend. And I mentioned that Liberty is destroying Jacksonville State, and I go Cleveland State's up. There's fucking up Wright State, and Phoenix even telling me, yeah, Wright's terrible this year. And he goes, I'm pretty close to the Wright State program, and I'm like,
funny,
unbelievable, unfucking believable, man, unbelievable. I mean, if you're Cleveland State, you want to vomit, right? I mean, you were right here to win the fucking regular season title. What was their biggest lead?
17.
Unbelievable.
Look at what they've done over the last 2 weeks. They've lost 4 out of 5, 5 out of 7. They were sitting there pretty at 11-1 on January 30th, and they got their ass beat in February. And they choked this championship away big time. This is a choke job.
Unbelievable. And then this one. All right. I shouldn't bitch much because I did hit on this, but I sprinkled the money line. Rutgers 82, Michigan 84. I mean, it was a great ending. It was college basketball 101. It's what makes the sport the best fucking sport on the planet. But god damn, Rutgers, make a goddamn free throw.
Michigan is so fucking lucky.
I mean, it's like, what are the odds of him hitting that shot? I guess the Rutgers did all right from the free throw line, but just in the final couple minutes, it was like, make one. I mean, Michigan, what's this race right now? They're still right in second place. Yeah. They play again. They play at Sparty, on the 9th. Man, their remaining schedule is tough though. Illinois, Maryland, Michigan State.
Are they going to be an underdog Sunday against Illinois?
No, they'll be a favorite.
I bet you it's like a pick.
I think I had it. I did the SGP show. Go check it out. I think I had it as a
1.
I think I had it as a 3-point favorite, 3.5, something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They haven't beat anybody by more than 3 in like 2 months.
Yeah, it was right. It was right around there. But I mean, shit, that Rutgers line was huge.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They love this team, and I don't know. I don't see it. I like they find ways to win. I'll give them credit, but I don't see them as a legit Final Four contender. Like Sparty, I do. I think Sparty could get there. I don't think Michigan can.
Yeah. We ate shit on Utah Tech. This place was lit too.
Them and Idaho, we ate shit on.
Idaho was lit too. Idaho was frustrating, dude.
Yeah.
I like Utah Tech. I actually believe Southern Utah is the better team. Idaho led. I want to say the score was 62-58. The final score was 69-65. So the Bengals just killed it down the stretch. Final minute or two of that game. But man, Idaho also had a moment where like this was a great game to watch. I actually put this on the main for a little bit. And this is a fun rivalry, man. But man, Idaho, when you're down, I think one of the stupidest things is the free layup pass out for the 3. So you don't take the layup and you pass out for a missed 3, and you're like, dude, put the pressure on them. Put the pressure on them.
Yep. Make them make free throws. Make them get
down the ball. Like,
make them not bounce
turning down a free layup when it's that close of a game is fucking insane.
I hate that shit. I hate that shit when they do that.
Well, dude, one of the most ridiculous games of today also that we ate shit on. And UTEP was down by 17 at halftime. They cut the lead to 3 about the 9 Probably like the 7-8 minute mark. Then Western Kentucky got it back up to 12. UTEP's a bunch of fucking idiots. Watching them play offense, I want to fucking vomit. Golding. I mean, they were in a spot to potentially win this game at the 7-minute mark. But man, run some type of offense. Get something going. It is painful to watch some of these possessions. Shout out to the Western Kentucky. I was horrible in the CUSA because Middle Tennessee stuck it to New Mexico State. I thought the Aggies had turned the corner. This was a triple lock. We ate shit on. I mean, New Mexico State did lead for a lot of this game, but it was only by like 1 or 2. Yeah, it was like 1-5. 1-5 is what they led. But man, down the stretch, shout out to Middle Tennessee. Nice win. Huge game. That was a huge game for seeding.
Makes no sense.
Then you had Grand Canyon. I'm glad I didn't go in with you because you ate a pile of shit as Grand Canyon won by 14. You did pick Lavin correctly as San Diego covered against Wazoo.
Wazoo was up 30.5. I don't know how this ended up being a 6-point game. This was a weird game.
Portland, we both picked Portland correct with a 20-point win against Pepperdine, but we both locked up Portland State against Montana State 69-52. Boom. Portland State's an interesting team. Sometimes I think they're the best team in the Big Sky. Sometimes I don't.
Big Sky's going to be a fun tourney.
Yeah. So next comes up I got to ask what number you got it at because I believe on the show we called it at flat 6, which would have been a push. But when I got done with the show, it was 5.5. UC San Diego wins by 6 magically. They shouldn't have covered this. What number did you get?
6.5. I won't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we both hit here. Both hit here. Yeah. UC San Diego 77, Northridge 71. Can UC San Diego get the outright bid? I mean, this is a team.
Yeah. Their resume is good.
Dude, they lost. Remember opening night when we thought San Diego State was shit for like barely beating UC San Diego?
Yeah. Yeah. It ended up actually being a hell of a win.
Yeah.
I mean, when they won in Logan, that was when I was like, all right, this team's for fucking real. Like I thought they were really good when they beat James Madison the way they did. And who was it? Toledo. Beat Toledo by like 40 that one day. Dunphy almost got him that one time. That Seattle loss makes no sense. The more and more
it was just early in the year, man.
Yeah, that's
my guess. Working out the kinks.
Yeah.
Speaking of Seattle, we double locked Seattle 72, Cal Baptist 48. I think it was my top play of the night. This Cal Baptist bullshit out of here. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I was all over Seattle with you. Cal Baptist. Inconsistent.
We cash on Long Beach State, even though Bakersfield wins by 1 at the buzzer. We were getting, I think 2.5. And then Circle of Trust. Today I went in on Fullerton.
No, I told you don't do it.
It went up to like 19, and I was like, I got to go in. Lost by 24 or 25. My apologies.
Never get half, were they?
No. Santa Barbara drilled Cal Poly. This place was lit tonight. I'm glad you went in on this. I backed away because I knew this rivalry. I knew this fucking rivalry. This place was really fucking lit tonight. And then I can't believe we covered this game. I chalk this up as a loss. Sac State had 15 points at halftime.
Came back and covered.
came back and covered against Montana. Sac State plus 7.5 hits because they only lose by 6.
Take that, Phoenix.
It was a battle.
Hey, fucking laying that square ass 8.5 with fucking Montana. What are you doing?
Also, LMU covers against St. Mary's. Almost
won.
Yeah, they should have. Kelly LePepe was there, the fucking god. Yeah. And then we ate shit with Riverside or with Hawaii against Riverside. Game balls. What are we doing here?
Bum ass fucking Hawaii. I'll get my first game ball. UAB at Wichita in that lit environment. Now they get a crack at Memphis for first place on Sunday. They're one game back. They got Memphis on Sunday, ESPN primetime. Let's go.
Would they be able to get the 1 seed though? Yeah.
It would come down to the tiebreakers, whatever the tiebreakers.
That's what I'm wondering. The first game ball for me will be the likes of, honestly, it's Wright State. I can't believe they won that fucking game. I can't believe they came back. I didn't even have money on it. And I was just baffled by how they were able to win that fucking game when I know how pivotal it was for Cleveland State. Game ball to the Vikings of Wright State. Where's your second game ball?
I will go Dan Earl and the Chattanooga Hawks winning 10 in a row, winning the SoCon, I think for the 13th time ever. This is a hell of a program. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Great program, great year.
I completely agree. And I will match up my next game ball with the likes of a team that I feel like I think this game's rigged personally. Winthrop just goes into one of the more lit environments in the conference and wins by 1,000. But give me Winthrop as a game ball. 20 wins is 20 fucking wins. Shout out to Winthrop. What are you doing with your next one and final one?
The other team that won their 10th in a row, SEMO.
Oh yeah,
winning the Ohio Valley regular season.
That's a good one.
Winning in a lit environment too. I mean, making a fucking statement. Shout out to SEMO. Going into Edwardsville and getting that big win.
I know people want me to say Michigan, but I'm not. Even though that was a great win and you're staying that race.
Fuck them.
I am going to the likes of Idaho State, completing the sweep against your rivals. You were down at like the 2.5, 3 minute mark, and you made the plays down the stretch. Dylan Darling, please get this guy to the NCAA tournament because Dylan Darling was balling tonight for them. Game ball to the Bengals. Let's go, folks. Before we get to tomorrow's picks, want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Rhythm. Yes, Rhythm is throwing an epic March Madness party, and guess what? You are invited. Yes. Anyone going to Vegas? Anyone in Vegas? Leg Show? What are you doing? Leg Show magazine there? Get out. All Rhythm users are invited to a first 4 watch party on Wednesday, March 19th at the awesome Stadium Swim at Circa Las Vegas. Free drinks. Plus you get to hang out with, us. Yes. Myself. Stacking the Money Green, Real Money Kramer, the Bet Detective CJ Sullivan. We got more guests coming besides that. But yeah, there's a slew of people. You got to check it out. And it gets even better. Rhythm is also giving away a $250 March Madness future for one random lucky Rhythm user. Even if you can't make the party, you can still, hit with the future bet there. So, just sign up for the free 7-day trial period today at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. Come by and use Rhythm to help you fill out your bracket and make some bets while you're at it. A free party plus a chance to add a $250 future bet. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/party for details. Once again, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/party. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Look, Underdog is incredible. We hit again on college hoops, by the way. You can find an edge on college hoops, and I say this is not part of the fucking read, folks. This thing they do for college hoops. Now, I've played it with NFL and the NBA, and I think there's an edge there too. But with college hoops and college football, I really believe you can find, and I'll even throw out another one, UFL and CFL. You can hit plays at a very high rate if you watch the games and pay attention to stats. I think there's a gigantic edge here, way better than anything I've seen out in the marketplace. They also have NHL and MLB. Maybe that's the case. I haven't played those sports. They have everything really though. They even have fucking NASCAR. But I'm saying there's an edge you can't find elsewhere, in my opinion. We hit again on our props, by the way. Underdog's offering a Luka discount for every Laker game for the rest of the regular season. Also for football diehards, this is just unbelievable. Pick 'em projections for select players' 40-yard dash times during this week's NFL Combine. What? You deep sea diving motherfuckers. You are extremely deep sea diving right there. That's what I'm talking about with the edge. So sign up. And when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Once again, that's underdogfantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back on the college basketball experience. And the first thing I thought about, we got tomorrow's games going on. I said, okay, I see Ryder is playing. I see St. Peter's is playing. The Brown Bears. I see Princeton. I know Brown's not in Jersey, but the other three are in Jersey. But these other ones, you know, I feel like it's a lot of Northeast games, and there's only one other guy out in the universe that would know about these pesky teams, these pesky, Brown Bears, besides myself and Moneyline Mac. I don't think a lot, and then I was like, wait, there's only one guy that's probably partied at Rider University and probably, has stories about Rider University. So we got to get this guy in. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by the great Bet Detective CJ Sullivan. How are you, brother? There we go.
Yes. What's up, fellas? I have partied at Rider University many a time, actually. It is a filthy place. It's great. It's perfect. It is Jersey on through. How we do it, fellas? How do we do tonight? Thursday night.
We did good. We've had, winning. I've been on a bit of a heater. I've had like 9 days in a row of winning days. So I'm sure having you on is going to put the kibosh on that. But I thought content. It's all about content.
All right. I was tuning in a little bit there. I was on the other side of Green Bay. I fell for the Detroit Mercy. I like how you guys mocked Doug for celebrating like he won the Super Bowl, the World Series, but then you guys also took your victory laps for scooping your damn Green Bay, getting your missed free throws. Not only that, I have Detroit. I had the under 145.5. There was 17 points scored in the last 35 seconds of that fucking game.
CJ, did you see the foul up 4?
Yeah, what are they? What's he doing?
It's the new analytics. The analytics are taking over. Foul up 4 with 8 seconds.
And I bet he wouldn't foul up 3.
Look, I'm just going to put this out there. Any coach that's burning sage, I'm in on. All right. you burning sage around the stadium, positive energy. All right. Believe in that shit. Let's go. I was out in LA for a long time. Buddy, last time you were on the show, we actually had a great night. We had a great Friday night.
This is my slate. I like this awful slate. This might be my sweet spot of college. A little bit of Ivy, a couple 1-2 primetime games, and then a lot of Mac with 3 A's.
Yes. And folks, make sure you check out the Bottom Line Bombs podcast, which CJ hosts. Great stuff, and it's sports year round, whatever's topical. I heard the guy. I fucking tuned in for a little bit last, 2 weeks ago. The guy's breaking down NASCAR drivers. All right, it doesn't matter what it is.
And
He's got it.
My guy I gave out for the Daytona was leading on the last lap before he wrecked, like Ricky Bobby style, and then we tried to run it. He had to run it across the line.
I just love it. And it doesn't matter what it is. We got golf coming up. We got obviously March Madness. We got NFL fucking draft props.
Broke down the Oscars last show. Had some nice dogs in there.
Gene Hackman died. I'm hurt, man. I'm hurt over here.
Yeah. Gene Hackman was one of the real ones. Marine.
That's yeah. And he wore the Redskins jackets and loose cannons before Hollywood was a bunch of pussies. So no one knows what loose cannons are besides me and you, but it's okay. All right, let's get to these games.
Yeah.
We got out the gate here.
5:00.
Yes. Yale is heading to Hanover to take on fucking Dartmouth.
Did this game tip off yet? I mean, what time is it right now? You guys like send me the link.
And I'm seeing 9.5. I'm seeing 9.5 now. Now, Yale won by 16 back on January 20th.
Mm-hmm.
But they've already clinched.
Yeah.
So when I'm getting 9 points at the Leday Arena, give me fucking Dartmouth in the points here. Wait, this is standalone? I have to bet this game is what you're saying here?
No.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay.
Happy hour 5:00 Ivy games.
Right.
Will be out.
I don't have strong confidence in this play here, but give me fucking Dartmouth. Bet Detective, what are you doing here?
I love Dartmouth here. Give me the big green. Ryan Cornish, 17 a game. They got a back-to-back. They got to go to Harvard on Saturday right after this. The last of the back. I love that you back-to-back Ivy League games.
Gotta love fading the 12-game win streak by Yale too.
Yeah, well, like you said, they have it wrapped up, and Dartmouth's good. I mean, Dartmouth is a clear number 2, and at home, little revenge angle, getting 9.5. I love it. I think this line should be around 5 or so.
Jerry Davis, like the chat has CJ. I don't know if you're aware of this, but Sergeant Taggart from Beverly Hills Cop apparently, the chat has deemed me a lookalike for Taggart. But now apparently Gene Hackman, I'm getting some. I'm getting some resemblance on Gene Hackman. I'll take it. I don't understand it, just like I don't understand Taggart, but.
Well, I'd say, yeah, you look like Taggart and Gene Hackman now, dead. They're both
I thought I was more of a Rosewood guy personally. But, Mac, what are you doing here in Hanover?
I'm locking up Dartmouth. They've won 6 out of 7, and I think that they just haven't caught up to this team. They have that one random egg to Penn last Friday, but outside of that, they've been really good at home. Yale's already clinched.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Dartmouth as a chippy home dog here. Lock it up.
Wow, I guess I mean, CJ, are you betting this Dartmouth team?
Yeah, I'm gonna whatever your soundbite or music is. I like this game for Dartmouth. So you can play the horns, play the trumpets, whatever the hell it is.
I think you guys
I'll
just
even do
talked
the
me
accent
into.
for you. Yeah, give me Dartmouth.
I think it talked me into the wager just because they've won 12 straight. I think the angle is fucking Dartmouth. The line's going the other way. Let's go. Triple lock on Dartmouth.
Hanover, New Hampshire.
Brian, look at this logo. The ivy's just oozing out of it. The Bryant. Wait a second. Brown. Did I fuck this up? UMass Lowell. I did. Well,
and that's Harvard, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, UMass Lowell. No, for sure. UMass Lowell is the Harvard of the Turnpike up in Massachusetts.
So Brown's taking on Harvard.
They got a hell of a communications program up there in Lowell.
I'm so paranoid now in the next 5 slides. I'm like, oh shit. What else did I not correct? Brown is at Harvard.
Okay.
Harvard laying 1.5 or 1 shop around.
Mm-hmm.
the line is kind of telling me that I should be loading up on fucking Harvard here. I kind of think Brown's a way better team. Mac, am I crazy for that assessment?
This is a huge game because remember the Ivy cuts it off at the 4 seed, and both teams are 5 and 6. So it's kind of a loser. The loser's not eliminated, but the loser's pretty much fucked. Because
then let's take Brown. Brown's way better.
That's what I think. Keno Lilly, senior. I think Brown finds a way. They lost their last game. Bounce back here, sweep Harvard. I'll bet.
This is a revenge game, right?
Back on January 18th, Harvard got him by 13. That's a good point.
Yeah. So the revenge game for Brown, although I like that Robert Hinton, the freshman there for Harvard, 7-time. I'm so not freshmen. They call them rookies now. First-year player, first-year students, and first-year player 7 times of the week. But Brown's a better team. It's a revenge spot. It's a huge game. And like I said, back-to-back, Harvard's going to have to play. Harvard plays Yale in like less than 20 hours after this game is over.
Nice scheduling.
Yeah.
Triple lock on the Brown Bears. Let's go. All right, next up. Oh, I got it right. Central Michigan is heading to Ypsilanti. Ypsilanti, where Noah Beanick takes that old wood panel in LeBaron around town. We know about this. The Ypsilanti was a spot he used to try to pull ass. He told us on these very airwaves. Central Michigan's laying 2.5.
Why doesn't he have a mouth? It looks like it's whited out, like the white man silenced him. Does that stand for something? You know, that you're on Native American, like the white man silenced his pain.
I think that might be a thing but apparently that got canceled. That got canceled too.
Why did Beanick make us put this on national TV? Why is this a CBS Sports Network game?
This game sucks.
I like a chippy rivalry, and I like a triple rivalry that you remember the first matchup. This was the game that got flagged by the FBI. The first matchup, which was in Mount Pleasant, was exactly this game that got the FBI's attention. So I like a game that we know is crooked. I will. I'm all over EMU here, by the way, because look, Central just took down Buffalo, but remember they're off that Western win. They took down Western earlier in the past 10 days here, and Central beat them by 19 or 20. I think it was the first matchup.
Yeah.
That was a rigged game. We know that. That's accurate. All over EMU here because they can't rig this one. The FBI is watching.
FBI, like Leonard Paulton, or who was the I don't know. There's some FBI guy who Leonard Montier, some Indian. Anyway, he killed a lot of Native Americans. Anyway, point is,
there's a lot of FBI. Yeah, are you talking bury my heart at Wounded Knee over here?
Leonard Paultier. That's what I'm trying to think of. Yeah, well, let it trail of tears, the whole thing. Point is, Eastern Michigan has lost 12 of the last 13 Friday night games. Central Michigan, of course, has lost 7 of the last 8 road to get night games as well. Isn't every game at night? Well, not with these guys. I guess I played it up. I hate this game. I don't know.
Just walk into the George Gervin Center, the Iceman.
Yeah, right? I don't like the town of that name in Michigan where this game is. Yeah, you're right. The Iceman is right.
You don't sound very. You're. This is a non-lock from the Bet Detective.
This is a non-lock. Well, I'll take Central Michigan.
Bet Detective. I got to ask you something. We know the Bottom Line Bombs podcast. You're cutting edge. You're always on the case.
Yeah.
Sure. We were on the case right when this game ended. Initially, before the FBI, 2 weeks ahead of the FBI, and I was curious if perhaps I shit you not. Go back to the when they played the first game. We screamed this game was rigged because the second half was just an unbelievable difference from the first half. Were you tipped off in any way? Did you know about the first matchup, or was this you were on another case perhaps?
I mean, a lot of cases come across my desk, and if I could pick, the 1 out of 100, that's the top elite of elite. It's like a producer getting scripts. I got 100 every day. I get cases every day sent to the bet detective. So I've had underlings. I can get reports. I have people. I have boots on the ground out there. I can see what they have in the files for you. But yeah, no, I can't do. I can't speak educational. Yeah, there's a Leonard Paultier.
Oh man, god damn.
Thanks, Body Pritchett.
Mac, I'm locking up I'm locking up EMU here, man.
I think you talked me into it. It's a revenge angle. You get a home
They
dog.
can't come out flat. The FBI is watching.
It's a national TV game. They
got a neighborhood watch game right here. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. I'll bet EMU with you.
Double lock on these Hurons. Isn't there still a lake called that, right?
Of course it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the greats.
Yeah.
That's for Michigan to be like, it's on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not good on the road, but I'm taking it just to be opposite of you. I mean, someone's got to be opposite.
All right. Well, how about this? You got the Iona Gales heading to Lewiston, New York. You ever been to
now we're
Lewiston, New York? I have no idea where the fuck Lewiston, New York is.
I've been to Iona though.
All right. Well, these Gales are laying 1.5. Tobin Anderson, known as one of the best coaches on this very show. Why the fuck is this number so short, Mac? We have Iona.
No idea.
Iona. Riddle me this. Iona is in 5th place in the MAAAC, and Niagara is in 11th place, and this is a 1.5 point spread.
Yeah, they're battling for that top 4 seed there. I mean, this does mean something to them. They need to get positioning,
and it's the first matchup this season between the two.
Yeah, these purple Eagles.
Iona is just so fucking up and down though. Like they get up 15-20, then they lose. They go down 15-20, they win those. Like every game lands. They're going to be on the gambling scandal. They're a prime candidate. Fucking Iona.
Tobin, any guy named Tobin runs a clean program.
Yeah.
Give
me rigged Niagara game.
I'm taking Niagara here. The line's telling you to take Niagara, right?
Iona wins by 1.
The line is telling you to take Niagara. The Purple Eagles are rough at home. I don't know though. Iona's just a better rebounding team, better offense, better everything. Not
the free throw line.
Not
Purple Eagles, 109th in the nation at the free throw line.
Not from the charity. Okay, you got me.
So you're on these Gales then, huh?
Yeah, give me the Gales. Why not?
You betting this, or you just
another one? I'm not locking up.
Okay.
No, absolutely not.
That might be my least confident least confident.
Yeah, I'm not locking this either.
Yeah, right.
I'm not locking this. St. Pete's, little Peacock, heading into Hamden, Connecticut to take on the Aqueduct, Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac's laying 8.5. Good Lord.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this line?
Peacock Bobcats. I love it. Well, I mean, you got Marcus Randolph there. I like you guys. Do you guys think it's too high? I think it's too short.
It was a 13-point game back on January 3rd.
Yeah, absolutely. I love this Quinnipiac team. Amari Moore, he's like 18-9. They're explosive. I think they're gonna win this by a margin, as they say, 10 to 15 points.
I mean, St. Pete's is all over the place this year. They're 5-9 on the road. This game's nationally televised, though. They don't get a lot of those over there at St. Pete's. Give me the points in the Peacocks. Mac, what are you doing here?
I bet the Peacocks. They've won 3 out of 4. I thought that they were better than their record when they were 2-10. I think they got some momentum building, and I like to fake Quinnipiac when they're building or when they're laying the big numbers. Give me St. Pete's.
See, Bet Detective, you locking this thing up?
Yeah, lock me up to Quinnipiac.
I'm going to jump in on these Peacocks, too.
Yeah.
Get some of those feathers up in the air. Let's go. A little battle.
Yeah, battle that up.
All right, Dundee. Mac with them Peacocks. Bet Detective saying give it a Quinnipiac. And you don't walk into Hampton. You don't just walk into the
you certainly don't.
Bank Center.
You certainly don't peacock your way into the in Hampton. That's for sure. On a Friday night, showing your tail feathers, if you know what I mean. You'll get ripped.
Let's go to your other Jersey boys. Ryder, the Broncos heading into no, that's not West Long Branch. That is where the fuck is Merrimack again? It's up in Massachusetts somewhere. North Andover, Massachusetts. Hamel Court, they're calling it.
Yes.
Merrimack won by 2 on February 2nd. These Broncs are catching 9.5. What the fuck is this? I'm sorry. I still have to take these points. I know they've lost 3 straight, but 9.5 points in the MAAAC might as well be 1,000 points. Yeah. Give me Ryder. What are you doing here, Mac?
I'm taking Ryder too. I think that this is too much respect for Merrimack again here. Yeah, give me the points. They blew that game the other day against Mount St. Mary's. They had the lead, so give me the points here.
Bet Detective, I know you're close to the Ryder program.
I am close to the Ryder program, and they're going to have problems here, obviously. Merrimack, they turn you over a lot, and that's a problem with Ryder. And this is a tough needle to thread, though, because I don't, especially with a low total like that, to lay 9.5 with 130. I do like the under as well.
Let me help you out here.
Yeah,
Ryder 109th in the nation in offensive rebounding. Merrimack 353rd. A lot of second chance points on the board for these Broncos.
That doesn't help me at all. Give me Merrimack. I'll let you know.
Battle? You bet this?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I just think they're going to shut them down. I see this like as a 71-55 kind of type game. So, yeah, give me. I'll lock it up. Lock battle. Let's go.
Yeah, let's battle.
All right,
let's battle. Dundee, Mac on the Bronx. Bet Detective said Warriors come out and play.
That's right.
Next up, let's jump on over to the Jaspers. They're heading into Buffalo, New York to take on the Golden Griffs of Canisius. Manhattan laying 5.5. They won. Canisius won the last time they played. Now that was a year ago. They haven't played yet this year. A year ago, Canisius
they've been stewing on it
all year. These fucking Jaspers been thinking about this Golden Griff bullshit. All right, now here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
These Golden Griffs are 1-10 at home. Turns out the Kessler Athletic Center, easy place to grab a dub. Jaspers are 6-7 on the road here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lay this 5.5, even though we know Brett Rumpel's out for the season for the Jaspers.
All right.
Bet Detective, what are you doing here in old Buffalo?
Well, the advanced numbers like your Jaspers there. Ken, your buddy Ken Palm there. They're advanced.
Oh, Kenny.
Yeah, Kenneth has a net rating at -7 and -20 for them. But I say shove them up your fucking pom-poms, Kenny. Oh, McMillan, the fourth, Canisius, they're going to win this game outright. Give me the 5.5 here in Buffalo, New York. They do it again. I mean, these Golden Griffins are nice. I like this game a lot. I mean, I definitely like the 5.5, but if I'm taking 5.5, I'm definitely going to sprinkle. I like that Paul McMillan.
Hey, you sent me a text a few weeks back about Tana Copa.
Yeah,
the slasher for them. Yeah, he said, watch out for the slasher for Canisius. Tana Copa.
Manhattan's lost a couple in a row now.
But I like this Jasper team. Yeah. I like this. I think they got guts. I think they got heart. Mac, what are you doing here?
I like the Jaspers when they're dogs. Not as a favorite, though. Yeah, you don't use advanced metrics in the fucking MAAC. You fade those fucking pom-poms. Yeah. Canisius, 2 in a row. Lock it up.
Yes.
Damn. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of battling here. You betting this, Bet Detective?
Oh yeah, give me the 5.5.
I don't think I was going to, but you guys were talking so much bullshit. I think I'm forced into a. A battle here. I guess I'm going in. Lock it up. Dundee on the Jaspers. These two fucks on this Golden Griffs. Bullshit.
You're jerky Jaspers.
With your goddamn Kessler Athletic Center. There ain't nothing athletic that's happened in there in a long time until the Jaspers arrive. Now Next up, we got the Marist Red Foxes heading into Fairfield, Connecticut to take on fucking Sacred Heart.
How about this line?
Unbelievable. Let me get this straight. Marist in first place at 20-5.
Right.
Taking on 12-15, sixth place fucking Sacred Heart at the William H. Pitt Center. Sounds like it. That guy sounds like an FBI guy that you're looking for there. William H. Pitt. I mean, the line's telling us we got to take fucking Sacred Heart here. So I'll take these Pioneers. Mac, what should we bet? Fucking Sacred Heart is the question.
Yes. But, I mean, this is the fucking Courtney Love game of the night. The first place team is a dog on the road. Randomly
They clinched?
No, nobody clinches in the MAAC.
That's what makes me nervous. That's what makes me nervous. If they haven't clinched,
they've won 4 in a row. Marist also plays a shitload of close games. I mean, every game
that's why I'm staying away. They're good, but I like a team that wins all these close games. I'm not going to fade that. They've been playing. They played 25 games all season. 23 of those things were 1-point games. I feel like that's a specialty. That's a skill. I'm not going to bet this, but you can.
I will. Yeah. The last 3 road games, Fairfield, 3-point loss on the half court shot. Siena, 1-point win, should have lost. Merrimack, 1-point win, should have lost. They're going to lose this one. Sacred Heart.
Shout out to Josh in the chat, giving us $10 because I know Bet Detective demands top dollar.
Damn right. And just a quick plug here for Josh. He reminds me of, in honor of Woj, I am auctioning off my old phone that got the call that broke down the ladder bet that saved the kitty out of the tree to get Josh Downs week 6. It's a Droid. It's not quite an iPhone. It's a Nexus LG. It's got a bit of a cracked screen, but I tell you what, if you plug it in, you get a SIM card, you pop it right in there. You're right in there with the Lab Detective. So.
Available. Get on over to eBay. Yeah. Or just maybe personally connect with CJ on Twitter or Instagram or one of those. Things.
I'll drop my Venmo in the comments. I know I'm not getting any of these damn donations coming.
Yeah, don't get eBay in on this mix. All right,
they go right to the diaper fund, I'm sure. But mine, absolutely goes to NIL money, just like Woj, and that stands for another incredible ladder bet.
What are you doing here, Bet Detective?
Yeah, absolutely. This line absolutely stinks. The Pioneers lost 3 of 4. Marist have won 8 of the last 9 road games. Terrible defense on Sacred Heart. Give me the Pioneers. I mean, what's going on with this line? There's just nothing that says they should be favored in this game. So I feel pretty good about this.
You're gonna bet it though? I'm not gonna bet. I'm gonna back away. You gonna bet this?
I'm gonna hold. I'll close my eyes and bet this. I'll bet Sacred Heart.
All right, we got a double lock from the Bet Detective, Scumbagger Vance, and Moneyline McIntyre. Let's go. They're both on fucking Sacred Heart. Wow, shout out to UNCW Reed giving us $50.
Whoa, look at that.
Content. 2 questions. Do you know any websites that offer radio broadcasts of the games? And did you find the ending of the Vermont game a little fishy? We talked about that. Yeah. Now we cashed in on Vermont, so we don't find it that fishy, but it is fishy. All right, it is a bit fishy. What happened there, Bet Detective? So we had Vermont laying. What was that number again? It was 8.5, right?
Yeah.
It was an 8-point game. They call a foul with a half a second left. On the half a second left. They call the foul. Vermont makes both free throws. Myself and Moneyline Mac laugh in the face of anyone on the opposing side of that. But
yeah, that feels good. That never goes your way, you know. That's always goes the other way, it seems like. But how about you two?
Cash and corruption.
Yeah. Right side of corruption. Way to go.
Radio broadcast. I do not know.
You can go to radio.com, the old Mark Cuban site, broadcast.com.
Yeah.
There's plenty of those. Yeah.
There we go. Bet Detective coming in here. All right. Well, they got a double lock on fucking Sacred Heart. Next, we got Princeton heading to Manhattan to take on Columbia. Will Spike Lee be at this game?
Not because of Columbia.
Princeton's laying 5. Look, they only won by 4 back on January 20th. That was in Princeton, New Jersey. This Columbia team's 9-4 at home at the Francis L. Levian Gymnasium. I think Princeton's a lot better though, and they are in that 4 spot, which is very pivotal. I will lay the 5.5, and I will lock up the 5.5 with these Princeton Tigers. Kelly in the chat said 10-0 in the series. Princeton's got 10 straight against these pricks.
Wow.
Bet Detective, what are you doing here?
Well, I mean, I know what it's like to be in Jersey and to go up to Manhattan on a Friday night. You know, you get all dressed up, you get the cologne going, you stop on, you're on your Molly, you know, you're crossing the Tappan Zee Bridge, and you're in there for a night. Next thing you know, you're fucking down 600. You got one shoe, you don't know what's going on, and you lost 2 buddies over in Brooklyn. I like Columbia here. I'll take the 4.5. I know they're 1-9 their last 10 games. They're not good.
4.5. I can get you 5.5 right now.
5.5. Oh, Jesus Christ! I should have. The deli roll usually gets a better number than that, but yeah, I'll take the 5.5, even a little sprinkle. I think Columbia's got a chance on this one.
A little battle here. Moneyline Mag, what are you doing here in the Big Apple?
I can't go contrarian every play. I'll be a square and I'll lock up Princeton.
Yeah,
I gotta think this talent's got to take over at some point, right?
Especially in a pivotal game like this. I can't wait to see you on the gridiron. Yeah. We got a battle. Dundee, Mac on these Princeton Tigers. Bet Detective on these Lions.
Parking alone in the city is going to be hell for Princeton. I mean, they're not even going to show up till 5 minutes to go to halftime.
Davidson is in Richmond, Virginia, with these VCU Rams. It just seemed like they're fucking going to win the national championship. Will they ever fucking lose a game? Richmond, 23-5, getting it done, just beating the shit out of everybody. Richmond's laying 15.5. And if there's one thing I know about Davidson, they don't have athletes. I will lay the 15.5, but I thought this could be a hiccup game after the Spider game. But it's just, if this could be anybody besides Davidson, if you give me Loyola, if you give me St. Louis, if you give me Duquesne, if you give like anybody with athleticism, I just can't. Every way I work it out, I'm like, no, Davidson's going to get fucking drilled. I'm laying it. Mac, are you going to this game by chance?
I don't think I'm going to go to this one. If they were playing somebody better, I don't really want to watch Davidson. I'll take Davidson though.
Taking the 15.5.
They lose by 13. They just lost a tough home game. I think they give their best effort here. I think 15.5's a lot.
I just worry about that 200th ranked defense for Davidson going up with the Siegel Center with the crowd behind it.
Yeah.
I can see Davidson more of a first half play, but I can see them getting worn down at the end just with that defense. I like that Reed Bailey though. He's a nice little ball player there for Davidson, but I'll still take VCU. I even took a little them 50-1 to get to the Final Four. I don't care who their matchup is. I mean, why not? You know?
Yeah, they're rolling.
The Bet Detective, little Final Four action on VCU.
Yeah, that defense is shut down.
Now, the only thing, and I'm with you, I think they're a team that could get to the Final Four. Are you at all concerned that Ryan Odom, the son of Dave Odom, Wake Forest is going to fire Steve Forbes, especially with those 2 losses recently? I'd be surprised if they didn't. The only reason why they might not is they had to hire a football coach. They didn't fire Clausen. But man, you would think that'd be a slam dunk for them if they could go get him. Another one that they say is the Cavaliers. Sanchez on a 1-year deal with Bennett leaving in late October. Any chance Odom is looking out the window? Greener pastures.
I mean, that can work both ways. They get the working league. They can rally around it too. But that's just par for the course for those schools. You know, they go right through that. You know, I mean, it's a stepping stone.
I mean, the chat's loving your play. Loving your play here. Yeah.
Yeah, 50-1. Deli Llama giving out numbers. That's all he does. You bet the numbers.
Bottom Line Bombs podcast, folks. Get on over there. Hit that like and subscribe. It's on YouTube, too. You can watch the show. Yeah, uniforms and everything. Mount St. Mary's. This is one of my favorite plays of the day. All right. I've had enough, Mac. I've had enough of this Mount St. Mary's bullshit. All right.
Yeah, Fairfield's a lot.
They've won a bunch of games in a row, and they've won them in crazy, wacky ways. Fairfield, my boys, the Stags, at home at the Mahoney Arena. You know, I'm a police academy guy. It's talking to me.
Sure are.
Ever since Mahoney left, the franchise went to shit.
Well, and we broke down why in one of our episodes, our Bombs Down Under episode, Dundee, if you recall.
I do.
The reason why Police Academy series derailed is once Mahoney's left, which is fine. Once Gutenberg left, they should have hired from within. They should have promoted like Sweet Chuck or promoted Winslow, anybody.
Oh yeah.
Bubba Smith, anyone. But you brought in your new fake Mahomies, and no one. It was just uneasiness from there, and there was mutiny, and the chemistry was never the same.
Completely agree. Yeah. Completely agree. We were on it there. We covered that one on a Bottom Line Bomb show or a Bombs Down Under show.
Right.
But we're on to something there. It reminds me when the Celtics went after Dino Raja.
Oh, yeah.
All right. They're like, the Boston loves white guys. Right. And they're like, let's go get this Dino Raja guy. Right. He's putting up big numbers. Right. And then just didn't work out. Most Boston guys were like, who the fuck's this Raja guy?
Yeah. Well, he's a guy who's not going to OD on some bad coke the night before in a college dorm room. That's who he is. All right. That's what Boston was thinking.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Fairfield's a lot, guys. Are we all on board here?
Yeah, I'm on Fairfield at home. I always take him in that arena. Friday night, it'll be lit.
One of my favorite plays.
Not only is this a revenge game for Fairfield, but also before that, they beat Mount St. Mary's 4 straight times. So that was the one loss within. They usually own them, and so revenge angle. I love everything about this. Mount St. Mary's has a 4-game winning streak, but they have. Here's another stat for you, because I got a lot of note taking since it took you guys 7 hours to send me the link for this show.
We're recapping.
Mount St. Mary's has not won 5 games in a row since January 22. So that's not happening. That's not happening this Friday. They've won 4 in a row. Give me Fairfield. Triple lock this up.
Boom! Stags! Triple lock! All right, next up, we got the Quakers heading to Ithaca. Bet Detective, you've been to Ithaca?
Ithaca, New York. It's very cold. We're next to Syracuse up there. I have been up there, actually. And I only once, and I said, let's get the fuck out of here because it is freezing.
I was going to say, have you been, and B, why did you go?
It was a college tour, Ithaca. We out there, were like, there's no way I'm going up. Like, I don't think we made it to Syracuse. Like, turned the car around.
Penn is catching 9.5. Who are these? These Cornell Bears here?
Yeah.
The Big Red. Now I will say this: is there a scenario, Mac, where Cornell does not get into this tournament?
If they lose, I mean, they're sitting at what, 6-5? Oh, they control their destiny. You got Penn, Princeton, Columbia.
I think I lay it then, because they are actually, I think, a team that I think is pretty good.
Is this a blowout?
I think it could be.
Yeah,
I think it could be. I'm gonna lay that 9.5 with the Big Red. And I look. I have a rule on this show over the years. I don't lay double digits in the Ivy, but that's at that beautiful 9.5. It's cashing.
They beat them by 10 the first time. That was in Philadelphia. This game, I like Cornell. Cornell shoots the 3. Penn can't stop the guard the 3. That's a bad recipe. I think Cornell blows them out. There's
an 8.5 out there, says Dusa. All right.
Yeah, I'll take some alt lines. I'll play this up to 13.
Is triple lock here?
Absolutely.
All right. Big Red Freshman. Triple lock. All right. Next up, shout out to Raul saying, great show.
Yes.
Appreciate you. We got Arkansas State, these Red Wolves.
Sunbelt finales all over the place tomorrow night.
Yeah. So final regular season for game for the Sun Belt. And this game is quite hilarious because the Faint Ewing Arena, ULM has been kind of all over the place there. They've scored some big wins, believe it or not, at the Faint Ewing, despite only having a 7 wins, or I guess some big covers, I should say. Arkansas State won by 25 just 6 days ago in Jonesboro. But Arkansas State, have they locked up that 3 seed? No, right? Everything is open on the board, right, Mac?
Everything's open.
Yeah.
They're playing for the 1 tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to lay it, but I'm not going to bet this. I don't like laying 16.5 at the Faint Ewing. Bet Detective, what are you doing here?
It's senior night down there in UL. Don't forget about that last home game for the odd choice to have senior night against this wagon of a Red Hawk team. They just lost by 25 to them last week, right? It just happened.
Yeah.
They're going to get destroyed down low. I mean, Isaiah Nelson at 30 and 21 the other night. That was a stat line. He averages 8 a game, but that was crazy. I'll take, I don't know. 16.5 though is a lot for
a big number.
I mean, like VCU Davidson. It's like,
yeah, you know what? I just talked myself into it. Senior night, give me a little pride. They just lost by 25. I know it's a revenge. I'll take 16.5.
Let me help sell you a little bit.
All right.
You know who's in first place is JMU. JMU hit a 3 with about 30 seconds left to win by 6. It was a 1 possession game at the Faint Ewing on Tuesday night. All right. So, I mean, the Sun Belt's wacky like this. Yeah. Anybody can lose on any given night. 16.5 is too big of a number for me. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I like I said, I feel the same way. Like I could see Arkansas State just like VCU running them out, but I'm going to take the points here. The Sun Belt's weird. And they just played 6 days ago. Give me the points. We might have a chaotic little night here on the finale of the Sun. It usually delivers a crazy one.
Oh, and then what do I see here? This bullshit again. The worst team in the Sun Belt favored. 2 games in a row. Of course, they beat Georgia State the other night.
They're a lock tomorrow.
I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, they've won 1 in a row. They're 2-8 in their last 10. Of course, they're going to win.
because they've won 1 in a row.
I mean, what a ridiculous! How the fuck are they getting this number? I just don't understand it. But I'm not going to fade them because I believe they're onto something. And ODU beat them by 22 last time. That's what I mean. How the fuck are they getting the number?
Well, I mean, Old Dominion's but they are fading. They've lost 6 in a row. They've had injuries and they're young. They're inexperienced, and it's kind of, I think it's all just catching up to them. That's why I like Coastal Carolina pretty much a lot. And who's that coach for Old Dominion? Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Yeah, I like him. But first year there, I think the season's winding down. I like Coastal Carolina.
Coastal's got a first-year head coach too, Justin Gray from
It
Western.
came from the Cats. Yeah, he did a great job with the Cats the past couple of years.
And and over the last 5 games, they've showed life here. So yeah, give me Coastal. I'll lock it up.
Triple lock. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah. Triple lock on these shot to clears. All right, now Mac, you're gonna have to help me on this. I believe I saw a tweet that JMU has already got a share of the championship, regardless of this outcome.
Well, yeah, there's only one game left, and they're 13-4, and then they got 3 teams at 12-5 on their heels.
So they have a share. So, but this is where it's confusing. Is I saw that tweet and I said, oh, they got a share of it, but then I'm like, wait, they could still get the 4 seed.
Yeah, that doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. I mean, you get a ban. You're gonna raise a banner, but
yeah. I'm seeing this now at 1.5. By the way, Jamie's laying 1.5. I think they're losing this game. Texas State at home packs a fucking crowd. As you saw a couple games ago. Now, last game they lost a close one to Troy, but they did beat the first place team in the past week. Yep. On Saturday. South Alabama, they beat 93-92. I think we're going to get something similar to that. I am going in on these Texas State Bobcats, and you can lock that thing up. I think the line is even telling you. So wait, the 9th place team again is a 1-point dog to the team in first place? Give me these Bobcats. Bet Detective, what are you doing here in San Marcos?
Yeah, did that line flip? I thought I saw Texas State even open as a 1-point favorite.
I think they opened as a favorite.
Yeah,
it's 1.5 right now. I said 1, but it's 1.
It makes sense why people would bet James Madison, like you just said. It just seems fishy, but yeah, I like Texas State here. I like that guy Pope. He's like just scoring like 16 a game. I'm just at home at Texas. They start turning things up here towards the end here.
It's a party school, man.
It is a party school.
That's a party school. They're going to be ready for this one. These crowds have been good in San Marcos. Tyrell Morgan, a guy too that gets after it for them. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, this place is going to be on fire. I actually think this is going to be one of the better environments tomorrow night and the whole slate, including the high majors. JMU, the travel spot blows for JMU too. They just played in Monroe. They got to travel. Texas State has played 4 straight home games. I like Texas State to pick them off, and it's going to be a madness in the Sun Belt. Nobody's going to win the Sun Belt outright. It's got to be a 4-way tiebreaker. This is a fun belt. Hey, good job, Enoch, with your stupid ass bracket.
CJ, you seen this bracket? This bracket is insane. 5 bye weeks for the top 2 seeds in the stupid ass Sun Belt.
I just saw it the other day. It looks like barbecue tongs. It's like
in a league where you're gonna have to break the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seeds by a fucking tiebreaker. So let's give them a quadruple bye in a 5. Like, how stupid is this league?
It's insane. Yeah, 5 quadruple bye is incredible. Sounds like my heart results. Quadruple bypass. Shout out to Feach Lamagna, C-Generate, calling in from a European soil. The only man who should be listening to this show in a normal hours.
Triple lock on Texas State. Shout out to Bobby Berg. He's a Texas State alum in here, and he says we get rowdy.
Yeah,
that guy's. I guarantee you, he's doing nose beers right now, just getting ready for this game. Just the fact we're talking about it, he's like, "Yeah, let's go! I'm gonna rip one."
Love it.
Next up, we got Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns, heading to Mobile, Alabama. Take on South Alabama, who a week ago at this time, they know about Texas State. They just lost that one as the 1 seed. Now they're the 2 seed, and they're laying a big-ass 12.5. I mean, I'm all over the points here. This is a 4-point game a month ago. It is. Is this senior night? That's the only fucking thing. No, I'm gonna stay away from the bet. Give me Louisiana the points. No bet. Mac, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna take. I'm on the points. I'm debating whether to bet it. I just think South Alabama is not as good as their record. They've been an up and down team. This is a pressure spot for them. They're playing for the 1 and 2 seed as well. Yeah.
Let me tell you, Louisiana, after they got rid of Bob Marlin, and I know we were out on that. I feel like over the past week or 2, they played a lot better. Now, just not the last game. Besides that, I felt like, Bet Detective, what are you doing here?
I don't like this game either, but just to go the other way, I'll lay it I'll lay with South Alabama. I mean, obviously they're a better team, but I don't. Louisiana too. I don't like that they keep changing the logo too. Too much like Popeye's chicken to me. So yeah.
What are you trying to do then? You confusing motherfuckers. Mac,
Right.
are you betting this?
Yeah, I'll bet Louisiana. Too many points. It wouldn't surprise me if Louisiana won.
Yeah.
It's a fun ball.
Moneyline Mac, lock it up. The Raging Cajuns.
Senior night. I always play senior night.
Yeah, I get it. We got the Wooden Classic going on. John Wooden, having a big impact on both these programs. Purdue's laying 5.5, and this is now a conference game. Used to play this shit to honor Coach Wooden. Now they say, hey, you got to play it. Purdue's laying 5.5, and it's been a long time since Matt Painter's lost. What is it? 4 games in a row. UCLA is on the front end of a back-to-back away. So what if Mick Cronin's house burnt down? I think Purdue is going to burn down this UCLA team. Give me Purdue minus 5.5. It might be chalky, but I think it's here. I think Purdue wins by 10, 12, something like that. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, this has got that Michigan Friday night game when Michigan went into Mackey and they just got fucking drilled. Purdue desperate spot. I think Purdue puts it on them, makes shots, gets right here. Snaps.
This is a lock, by the way, right?
This is a big time lock for me. Boiler up.
Me too. Bet Detective, what are you doing here?
Yeah, and the way the UCLA travels and complains about their travel too. I mean, it's just so ridiculous. Now they have to go sightseeing in Indiana again. What's to see in West Lafayette? The first airplane that was ever built, or whatever the hell that. I mean, my God.
I mean, the irony is like, what does he make a year? What does Mick Cronin make a year?
I know. I used to be in the Big East. Does he ever shut up?
No.
He makes $4.1 million a year. And he's such a bitch about this. Hey, you got me going this way. They don't have to go this way this many times. They don't have to come to LA once. And they do both of them. Dude, you make $4.1 million. Don't you think you're getting away with a little highway robbery from the start?
Yeah,
I know.
You coach a bunch of good basketball players because it's UCLA, not because of Mick Cronin.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to sit there and cash in big checks like that. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, wait till they come out to Indiana on a Friday night, go through a drive-through cigarette tobacco place, get some fireworks and a nice drive-through hooch, for $3 a pack. That's a Indiana Friday night. Then you hit the boats. Yeah, you got to like Purdue here. They've lost 4 in a row. This is a great spot for them. Braden Smith, and I think they just jump them.
Triple lock. Boiler up. Do it for Johnny.
And I will say, I was on them versus Indiana. I thought that was going to be their bounce back spot.
Oh, we were too.
Almost lit up the cigar at halftime. I didn't know Mike Woodson had the damn Bobby Knight chair out there. I would have played against the Bobby Knight chair. Jesus.
We made that same mistake.
Did you see that Royd cushion Woodson had on it? It was like taller than the back of the seat of the whole entire chair.
Booster seat.
Yeah, I need to get that Royd cushion he's got. That's nice.
It reminded me of Steve Grogan. You remember he used to have that neck pad?
Oh yeah, that
he used to have that neck
roll.
pad. That dude, he put a couch pillow behind his fucking jersey and just said, "Let's play football, fellas." No one's gonna know who the fuck Steve Grogan is, but hey, check it out. Go check out the Patriots in the 70s and 80s. Next up, we are going to the rivalry game. Georgia State heading into Statesboro to take on Southern. Every time I was down there in Statesboro, they would say Southern, not State. Southern, not State. Georgia Southern's laying 4.5. I'm gonna lay it because I think Southern, not State. Mac, what are you doing here?
Let's bet Southern. The State won the first game. Southern's been playing better, man. Coming off the App State win, they get this one. They can really jump up. They're 1 game back of State as well, and that may mean playing 2 less games If you get the tiebreaker right.
Let's go. I'm in. I think you're right. States look like ass lately too.
Line says Southern for sure.
Yeah, great revenge spot. They lost in overtime last time by 4. Georgia State's defense. I mean, they got a good offense, obviously, but their defense is awful. And I don't know, like this on a road like this. Yeah, smother that steak or whatever they say there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This place will be lit. They're 10-3 at home. You don't just walk into the Jack and Ruth Ann Hill Convocation Center.
I know. because you got to get buzzed in. That's why you have to walk in.
We got a triple lock in Statesboro. Let's go. Southern Not State.
Mother that steak.
All right. We got a few more games on the slate. Troy is heading into Hattiesburg. Andre Curbelo. He was dressing like goddamn Nelly. I could have swore I saw a Band-Aid on his fucking face. He's gone. He quit. Disqualified. Get him off the team. Moneyline Mac then goes ahead and locks up Southern Miss because he's gone. And it cashes. This shitty ass Southern Miss team. Now they're getting 8.5 at home. Is the senior night. I think we take the 8.5. Mac, am I crazy?
I think we should take the points again.
Yeah. I like the points a lot. To be honest.
Yeah, they got
9.5 right now. I see 9.5 right now.
Give me all of them. Give me all those points. Senior night. Let's go. Najee Harris. Come on now.
Yep. You don't just and look. This was a 9-point game before when it was at Troy. Now you got rid of the cancer of the team, and you could do this thing. You're 9-5 at home.
Southern Miss did win that game, right? They won up by 1. Is that what happened?
No. Troy won 70-61 on the 27th of January.
Oh, all right. My database goes back years, I guess.
And Troy is off a big win at Texas State. That was a big win the other night. Quick turn.
Good point.
Triple lock.
Yes.
Fly with these Golden Eagles and that Brett Favre blood money. Triple lock.
Hey, now. In Brett Favre's defense, that women's volleyball court needed upgraded. Okay, let's not throw us.
Only if you call it the Sturger Arena. This next one. This is Mac. I need you to tell me if it's too good to be true. I know it's a rivalry game. I couldn't find the logo for it, but there's like this mountain fucking rivalry they claim. I think Marshall's going to fuck up App State. Marshall at home is a fucking wagon. What am I missing here? I mean, I guess Marshall won in Boone, so it's a revenge game.
Last week,
but Marshall is 13-3 at home, and App State's been all over the place on the road. Stinks a little bit though. I'd probably set this at 5.5 personally. I'm betting Marshall though.
I'm going to battle you. Give me App State. Give me Dustin Kearns. Gets out coach him adjustments second time around.
Yeah, I like App State here too.
Really? Oh my! I mean, the number is the only reason where it makes sense for you guys. Where it's like,
quick
you think it stinks? Do you think it stinks?
They played last Saturday, and App State was like laying like 7 or 8 at home. Now they're an underdog on the road, and they dropped that game. I like
Marshall is fire at home, dude.
By 1, right?
But they're horrible on the road, and they already stole one, so now they're going to keep them back.
Give me Miles Tate. Give me these Mountaineers. These are hill people, Colby. You don't upset these hill people. They have their own language. They live in the cracks and the creeks, and they can survive out there for years without electricity. So they have no problem coming into Marshall and winning there on Friday night. I love it.
We got a battle. Mac and the bet detective with App State Dundee saying follow the herd. They live in the creeks. He's describing the Unabomber here, right?
Yeah, right. Or the Olympic Park bomber. He lived up in the mountains up there.
Oh yeah,
yeah. For like 4 years. The guy they thought Richard Jewell did, they blamed on Richard Jewell.
No one ever talks about him.
You're right. The guy who actually did it. Yeah, because he bombed other stuff like abortion clinics, and then he lived up in the mountain. Then he lived up in the mountains for like 5 years, and like hiding from the FBI, and he only got caught because he got bored. He came down and went to McDonald's.
Yeah, he'd been so good. He just couldn't turn down that bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Bored, really, he's like, all right, I guess they're done looking for me. Someone turned him in. You never go to McDonald's, just like that Luigi guy. They turn you in. You never go there for
McDonald's
breakfast.
will get you. It'll get you 100%.
Because that's where the old men have their breakfast, and they love turning people in. They don't even want the reward. They just want to be on the right side of the law.
Oh man, we got a big one here. Evanston, Illinois.
This is a big one.
Iowa. They're saying, Fran, you're going to be fired after the year. I refuse to believe that I was going to fire a guy named Fran, but I tend to think that I was completely live on the money line here, and I kind of love Iowa as a smash play because Fran might be dog shit this year. He's 1-7 on the road, but you know who he can beat? Northwestern, because that's what he does in his career. He's fucking owned Northwestern in his time at Iowa.
Yes. Staples are staples here. This is Stapleville, USA. Yeah, I'm locking up Iowa. I think they're going to win. Northwestern just won 2 road games outright on the road. Now they're coming back, laying points. Iowa.
And obviously they got injuries. They got Barnheiser out for the year, Leach out for the year. This is a good spot to jump with these Hawkeyes. Bet Detective, I know Chicago's near and dear to your heart.
Chicago's near and dear. Evanston's a little. You got to take the purple line up there. They think they're hotty toddy up there. They think they're Ivy League, of course. This is a revenge game too, though. Didn't they play already? And they lost by 1 up there. And
yeah, I know Iowa won by 1, 80 to 79.
That's what I mean. Well, I'm going Northwestern here because Iowa on the road is just so terrible. Now they both need this game. They might not even make the Big Ten tournament, which is impossible, right? There's like 15 teams make that. There's 18 in the conference, and like they only put in 15 or something like that. So right now, I think Iowa's out. So I will say Iowa does have the desperation, but Northwestern does too. I don't know. Give me Nick Martinelli. I like this Northwestern team. They're fun, to be honest.
We battling here?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm locking. Fuck it, I'll lock them up. Just because Iowa is horrendous on the road. I was on Illinois the other night. That was a great smash.
We got a battle at Evanston. Dundee. Mac on his Hawkeyes. What's that?
And honestly, though, it is when Owen Freeman got hurt for Iowa, they just can't rebound anymore, and they're just like they're a shell of what they were when they started off the season.
Let me tell you though. Northwestern's got injuries too, and to me, Fran is he knows how to beat the whites. It's it's white on white. He's like,
yeah, I know. And I love that angle. I'm always on the white angle release. You know,
that's what I'm saying. He's like, we do a backdoor cut here, chest pass there. I got this thing figured out.
Yeah, well, if this was a wrestling match, I'd take Iowa. But give me Northwestern on the lake. Give me the Italians.
All right, next up, we got the Battle of the Wagon Wheel. Kent State. What the fuck is this line? So
outright.
This is a rivalry game right here, right?
Battle of the Wagon Wheel. They take this. Yeah, Akron won though. First off, Akron's 14-0 at home. They won by 14 at Kent.
Yep.
I just don't believe Kent State is on the same level as Akron this year. I'm laying the 3.5. I'm locking it up.
I'll battle you. Give me Kent State.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be
they always split these fucking games, and Kent played horrible the first time. I actually think Kent's been playing better. They've started making some perimeter shots for a goddamn change. So yeah, give me Rob Senderoff and Kent State. They've won 7 of 8 or 6 out of 7 since that first Akron game.
Yeah, but the Akron is this is a weird year for the MAC. Akron's just destroying everybody in the MAC. It's normally that's like, okay, they won 7 of 8, and that means like you've had to beat a team contending. Akron has just fucking dominated this conference. Bet Detective, what are you doing here?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're making very good points, Colby. But this is the ESPN game. This is a rivalry. The 167th meeting. And Mac's right. This is what they do. They split it. They just put up 105 against Toledo last time out. Like this Kent State team is, they're clicking. So I'll take Kent State. I'll take the points. I'm seeing 4.5, but I'll take 3.5, whatever. I think this will be a one possession game.
I mean, take what you can get, but I'll see out there. I see 3.5 right now. Either way, battle. Dundee on the zips. Mac, the bet detective on these golden flashes. Next up, final game on the slate, the Governor Series here, and I must admit, I was not hip to how this. I compared this earlier. Sean was asking me about this rivalry, and I said, you know what? It's actually it kind of reminds me of like the Egg Bowl or the Backyard Brawl. Not on that level, but like it. I was in Reno once, and I mentioned that I was just at a random dive bar. And I don't know how the fuck it came up, but I mentioned that I was a big fan of the Tarkanian, Larry Johnson, Anderson Hunt teams. And it was like the DJ cut the music, and it was like everyone in the place wanted to whoop my ass.
Yeah.
Right. And then I said, well, I grew up with the East Coast. I just thought it was good.
You start backpedaling immediately.
Yeah. I learned about this thing. Then Bowser was telling me that the locals really get chippy.
Yeah,
this is a game that really fucking means something. Nevada's laying 1.5 in Vegas. Nevada won the first matchup earlier this year up in Reno, which means I am loading up on fucking UNLV here because I think I underestimate how good this rivalry is. Mac, what are you doing here?
So last year, Nevada swept them.
They're going to fire this coach, by the way. This is senior night, right?
Alford?
No, they're going to fire Kruger.
I don't think it's senior night. I think they have one more.
No, but students are getting in free tonight. This game, they did advertise that they want to pack the house. The city folks there.
This is senior night because they're not beating San Diego State. This is the one they can get.
It's senior night.
It is in my book. All right. And I'm all over the Rebs here. I think Nevada is a phony ass team. And I think,
whoa.
You got to step up for defend Steve Alford here.
They have some advanced numbers that I like.
Well, UNLV is the better offensive rebounding team. They're the better defensive rated team. Now, when it comes to offense, Steve Alford does have a big edge. He does. Right. But my thing is UNLV at home has been pretty damn good this year. And Nevada is 3-6 on the road.
Yeah.
So let's go. I feel like we got battles coming on. Mac, what are you doing? Bet Detective, what are you doing?
I'm not sure. UNLV plays great defense. It should be a low scoring game for sure. But I don't know. With Dean Thomas getting hurt, and I know that dude Henley stepped up. He had 22, but I think that might come back to bite him. I think that was kind of like a, not a one-time deal, but kind of a, just a spring, a jump there for that. So I might come more back down to earth. I don't know. I just like this Nevada team. I like Nick Davidson. I know they had a bad year, but they're coming on a little bit. But UNLV's playing well. They just won at San Jose State. You're right. I mean, home court does matter. And that's the only handicap.
I actually think that this is a stadium that hasn't been lit since Tarkanian.
Yeah.
But with exception to this game, with exception, this game is the one game it gets lit.
Yeah, no, for sure. So you got to take the home team. So I'll take UNLV just because it's a home side, but I like this Nevada team. I'm not betting this one though.
Back?
I'll lock up UNLV the more and more I look at it. I mean, Nevada hasn't beat anybody good on the road. They kind of pad their stats against the teams in the lower half of the league, home and away. And I think Vegas is a decent team, and now they're going to them here. I don't think Nevada will win back-to-back years in Vegas. So, give me Vegas to get across the finish line here.
Double lock on these Rebs. Give me these Rebs. Let's go.
What's that courtside going to be there in Vegas? What are the Vegas celebrities you're going to have there? You're going to have
I don't even think Wayne Newton will be there for this one, but is he still alive?
Maybe Robert Goulet at least.
Yeah. I could see Carrot Top being there.
Sure.
It's sad that
Danny Gaines, but he's dead.
Yeah, OJ's dead too. I mean, we're running out of Vegas celebs.
What a shame when OJ died. What a terrible shame. What a complicated legacy he left.
Hey, look, I don't know about his personal life. Great running back though.
Well, listen. You know, there's a duality with him. Obviously, he was an incredible running back, a big superstar. But you also have to remember, at one point, he did steal sports memorabilia from a Las Vegas hotel, and but he served the time. Went to jail for that. Yeah, not the one they made. He didn't go to jail for the thing they made 3 documentaries about, but he did steal his own sports memorabilia from a hotel room. So he did.
All I'm saying is this: if you win the Heisman Trophy and you resell that shit, it is still your Heisman Trophy. So 100%. I think you're always entitled to go in to get your shit if the Heisman Trophy's involved.
That scumbag didn't have the Heisman Trophy. He had like some football cards and like he
thought he had the Heisman allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly,
and an old towel with wing sauce on it from his days in Buffalo. You know, he didn't have any damn Heisman.
That's the best part of that whole thing. Well, I encourage people to watch that last chapter. That was like a Leslie Nielsen version of the of Ocean's 11.
Absolutely,
it was like 5 guys at the Golden. Was that the Golden Nugget or Silverton? Which one was that? Was that it was Golden Nugget? Which one? Yeah. What was that name of that shit hotel? Bowser took me there. We had martinis there, but you got to watch that final chapter in that documentary.
Amazing.
Yeah. There's like 5 people trying to figure out, and this idiot, this fucking memorabilia guy from Florida has no idea.
Right. If he just would have said something like, "Yeah, I'll give it to you, Juice." What do you? They love calling him Juice. Juice, what are you doing, Juice?
You could have just knocked on the door and been like, "You guys have my stuff?" No, I don't have your Heisman, but I have this other shit of yours. You want it? All right. Best bets.
No. All right. Yeah.
Shall we do? We got 23 games. Let's do 4 each.
Let's do it.
My 4 favorite plays, Texas State is certainly one of them. I am also going to go with Fairfield. I will also go with Purdue. And I will also go with the likes of the Akron Zips.
Wow. Okay.
Who's Bet Detective? You ready?
Yeah, I can pull one off, I guess. I'm sure here. We're going to go with Brown. We're going to go with Dartmouth right off the bat there. Let's see here. I
love that Southern play. The more I think about it, too, I give a 5th one with Georgia Southern, but yeah,
good. Gotta love
Brown and Dartmouth, a little Ivy League parlay.
Yes, Cornell is my number 1 play. We'll triple that up there, and we'll go with Purdue as well.
There we go. Bet the Moneyline Mac. Where are you going on your top 4 plays?
Purdue rolls tomorrow.
All of us have Purdue. What could go wrong?
Yeah. They've only fallen apart their last 4 games. How can they? What's not the love?
They've only lost 4 in a row. I love the Texas State to spoil the Sun Belt party. I love Dartmouth against Yale early, and late. I love App State and Kent State.
Wow, these battles. He's just rubbing it in my eyes. Folks, give CJ Sullivan a follow on Twitter at CJ Sullivan _ Make sure you check out. You enjoy this episode. I know last time, CJ, when you came on the show, we got, extensive reviews on just the fact, hey, you got to have the Bet Detective on more.
Yeah, all my burner accounts came through. It was good to see that. I have a staff that I pay handsomely with the donations, of course. Don't forget the phone. I can get you the ladder daddy phone.
There you go.
And, it's great.
CJ Sullivan.
The tweets was talking, as they say.
Yes. Make sure you check out the Bottom Line Bombs podcast. Bet Detective, you hitting any stages around the country this weekend or the next weekend?
I was just in Irvine, California. I'm nowhere this weekend, but I'll be out there. I'll be in Spokane, Washington in a couple weeks. So.
Oh, there you go. Fuck the kennel. Check out the Bet Detective in Spokane.
That's right. Fuck the kennel.
Also, give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline _ Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Once again, YouTube.com/The College Experience. Hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget the Bottom Line Bombs is also on YouTube as well. You can watch that show. Check out the College Football Experience. And tonight we dropped a College Baseball Experience episode for this weekend. Mojo in the chat saying, "Hey, Brett Detective, I hope you wrestle Andy Reid." The fuck is this guy talking about here? You guys got a story? Is there a backstory there?
No, I don't wrestle. I relate more to his sons though, and the pill addiction.
Shout out to everyone in the chat. Till next time, folks. This is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Run and shoot. We can really run and shoot.